Is that better? That might be better. Ba ba ba. Ba ba ba. That might be better. That might be better. What are you wanting? Oh, you know what? Here, let me turn down the game audio because that's probably hard to hear. Actually, what? Hold on. Is that loud? Why was it laggy earlier? Because I think for some reason, probably because I was using Labs, it is loud. Yeah. Okay. All right. In that case, let me. I wish it would just stay like I have to keep opening the volume mixer. I wish it would just stay. This happened last week too, where I used Labs and it freaked out, even though it was fine with Labs in the past. But now now I'm using Studio, so it doesn't really make sense. Well, yeah, no, I'm configuring it real because I want to keep the desktop audio on Studio maxed still. How is that? I might need it down a little more. Because this is max volume for desktop audio. It's good? Okay. And I wish it would just stay like that, but no. Cool. Didn't mean to do that, but here we are. And then let me do this. And then I want to throw it in here. Turn down 1.5 smidgens? I don't know if I can do that. What is it at now? 31? There. There. Alright. That should be good. I think we are cool to go. But I want my headphones on. This should be good. And then I need this. Somebody was distracting me for the entire hour that I came home, so I couldn't get anything put together. Okay. Alright. Okay. Yeah, I don't know who would do it, but you know what? I should yell at them. I should yell at them. Maybe later. Alright. Big old trial time. Let's hold a clown in contempt of court. Oh, do I got soundboard on? I did fix that.
Splish.
Yeah. Okay. Good morning, Max. December 29, we're almost there. We're almost there. Milk. What? If I don't have a glass of milk before I go on stage, I just can't function, sweetie. Stage. Don't worry, there won't be a stage. All you have to do is sit down. I guess. Nick, Max is really nervous. That's understandable. Hey, my sweeties. You don't think I should fly, do you? You know, you've got to make a good first impression. When I enter the room, maybe I should fly in and warm up the crowd a little. No. We can't be having you flying around the courtroom. It just wouldn't be right. Imagine if you hit someone. Don't worry, Max. Just do what Nick says and everything will be okay. Oh, sweetie. Was it this time, Max? Why don't you try flying into the courtroom? I can see it now, the dashing young lawyer flying fabulously in from above. One glimpse of that and everyone in the room will be on your side. Is that all it takes? Max, really, no one needs to fly today. Nick, what's with that look in your eyes? I like the sound of that. Dashing young lawyer flying fabulously. Please, give me a QT. Fly! Now the case of one... What? Your Honor, get on with it. Oh, sorry. I just realized that the defendant's name is Billy Bob Johns. It's kind of stupid. Well, isn't the defendant also known as Maximilian Galactica? Yes, Your Honor. He does often go by that name. You know, my grandchild is a huge fan of his. I think everyone here wouldn't mind if we call the defendant Maximilian Galactica. It sounds more friendly. I wonder if that's her advantage. Miss Von Karma, your opening statement. I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one. I should give her an Arnold accent. Austrian's German, right? I hope you didn't bother thinking you'd win this one, Mr. Phoenix Wright. That spirit channeling was a sham. I refuse to acknowledge its legitimacy. It did not count. Do you hear me? She must still be upset about what happened last time. You have no chance. Zero, zilch, nada. I'm not losing this case. Why, you ask? Because it is not in the nature of a Von Karma to lose at anything. You already lost once, though. I guess being born with the name Von Karma is a free pass to be arrogant and annoying. Nice. Watch and learn, Mr. Phoenix Wright. I'll show you the textbook procedure for proving how absolutely guilty you are. Me guilty? What are you talking about? It would be my ultimate revenge. But it's not like it'll bring her dad back. It's not like he's dead either. He's just in jail, because he sucks. There! Opening statement complete. Now let's hurry and wrap up this waste of time. Very well, you may call your first residence. Dick Gumshoe! Get up there, now! Now! He's always so lost. Sorry to keep you from work, as I'm sure you need every penny you can earn, detective. Don't mention it, it's not trouble at all. I'm looking forward to this. Very well. I would like you to begin by shedding light on the events in question. At your service, sir. What up? Let me... Okay, I just want to see that. The night of the crime, snow was falling until 9:40. making it extremely cold out. Like it is now! Apparently there's gonna be a giant storm tomorrow. That's fun. Supposedly. Everybody's panicking for no reason. All of the circus performers were gathered in the big top to practice their routines. The practice session broke up around 10 p.m. The murder itself took place in the plaza in front of the lodging house at 10:15. The victim was found bent over a wooden box, dead as a doornail. The cause of death was blunt force trauma that snapped a vertebrae in his neck. Oh my god. Do we know the murder weapon? We don't know the murder weapon. I see, he was beaten to death. Here's the autopsy report. Yeah, it's accepted. Sure, I'll take it. Blunt object. Very well, Mr. Wright. Cross-exam. I love his breathing portrait. I gotta move this over a little bit. There we go. Let me ask you about the snow. It was nearly a blizzard up until the time of the crime. Did it pile up? It wasn't such a big deal. Maybe about 1.5 inches was on the ground. The snow froze in place and stayed on the ground until the next day. Let's see, there's gotta be more to this. Court record. What were the members of the circus doing on the night of the crime? I had to move the window because I couldn't see, like, part of the right side of the screen. That's probably what he wants me to do. Alright. When you say all of the circus performers, who do you mean? Come on, you know what? It might actually be better if I don't have my headphones in. Let me hear if you know if you hear echoing. There. Everyone but the dancers and staff were there. Regina the animal tamer, Mo the clown, Ben the ventriloquist, and of course the defendant, Max, and his victim, the ringmaster. Oh, I almost forgot. Regent the tiger was there as well. Oh, hey, Sam. I forgot to mention, Emmett's back. Yeah. Got a lot of people back. Out of curiosity, what about the circus monkey? When I was investigating yesterday, he happened to snatch my wristwatch. Detective, you are welcome to file a police report after these proceedings. Yeah. You lose any weight? He's kind of been wearing baggy clothes, so it's hard to tell. I'm not entirely sure. Like the sweater like adds 10 pounds, so it's ridiculous. After the practice was over, where did everyone head off to? Regina was playing with Regent, while Mo went back to his room tired from work. Ben went to the front gate, absorbed in his own world. Ringmaster Max went off to Ringmaster's room. Talk privately. That's awfully suspicious. You wouldn't happen to know what they were talking about, would you? Seems they were negotiating Max's salary. Actually, Max was asking for Regina's hand in marriage. But that's okay. He's here. You can't say that. He's watching. He's listening. You can't say that. That's also illegal. We got Megan back and Emmett back and well, Max. Max is great. Love Max. Sometimes. Who else we get back? Anybody? I mean, we have Alec, but I don't know. I think that's it. Good kids. Vegan school. I only got to see her once though. This week. Actually, I think she's back tomorrow. I'd like you to be a bit more specific about the events at 10:15. Okay, not a problem. We got a witness that. This is totally meaningless. Time to move on. Alright, we'll just have to revisit that later. No, it's how that works. Would you mind telling us how the victim met his end? Wooden box? That's right. The victim must have been carrying the wooden box when he was killed. It doesn't look wooden. Carrying it. It was a rather strange wooden box, Your Honor. What do you mean? It was much heavier than it looked, not to mention it was locked. Oh, cool. Victim was hunched over 20-pound box. It was a small but strong lock. Maybe my only chance, so I might as well ask some questions. About the contents. Do you mind telling us what was inside? When we found the box, it was locked tighter than Fort Knox. So we took it back to the station and cracked it open. All that was inside was this little bottle. What is that? Exactly what it looks like, Your Honor. It's a condiment bottle. It does not look like a condiment bottle. I'm sorry. I don't know what that looks like, but it doesn't look like that. What's inside the bottle? It's filled with pepper. Pepper. Why in the world was it locked in that big box? There's only one little bottle in that huge box. What if that has some sort of special meaning? Small seasoning bottle found inside the wooden box. Huh. Okay. Is there anything else I can, like, get from that? Probably not. No, I was gonna do that again. About the lock? Box was locked. How exactly was it locked? It had quite a sturdy lock on it. It took quite a bit to open that bad boy up. When you found the box, it was locked, correct? Yes, it was. Some of the forensics team... That's you. Took it back to the precinct to crack it open. Turn down? I can't turn down. Who does that? Am I gonna have to look? I'm probably gonna have to look. Can I trust you? According to the autopsy report, the murder weapon was a blunt object, correct? You've done your homework, pal. And you haven't found this murder weapon, have you? Police are searching for it as we speak. The one song is so loud? Which one? This one that's playing? Especially since you didn't find it on singing. No. I bet he made it disappear with magic. Well, I think we have a good feel for the details of the event now. I guess that's all we're gonna get out of Gumshoe. You mean all we're gonna get out of him is that little bottle of pepper? I mean, it's something. This one that's playing? Really? Now that we have wrapped up with the detective, I'd like to call my next witness. I'm not even off the stand yet. Obviously, but that's due to you being slow and unable to take a hint. I don't know, but wrapped up has such a mean sound to it. I'm a sensitive guy. I did turn it down. You didn't even notice. I turned it down. God dang it. I'll turn it down more. It's at 27. We started at 31. Actually, I'll wait until music starts playing. Okay, bye. Call your next witness. I'd like to call Mr. Benjamin Woodman to the stand. She must be talking about Ben. I wonder if Trilo will show up on the stand as well. Sure will. Please state your name and occupation. My full name is Trilo Quest. I am employed as an operatic tenor. Excuse me? Witness called to the stand was Ben Woodman. That rope must be cutting off your circulation. I said that I was a singer. Maybe you don't believe me. Fine, I'll grace you with a song. The world of the law. Exciting and daring. Guilt or innocence. Presided by a judge dressed up like a woman. What do you think? He's dressed like a woman. Got a good rhythm. It's just the lyrics. They leave something to be desired, so to speak. Trilo, you know better than to insult a judge. Shut up, just look at your nose. You would think you'd have the sense to fix it. So ugly, I want to punch you in the face on the off chance swelling would help. You know that your nose is the reason you'll never be an A-list star. Celebs must really enjoy saying everything that flashes into their minds. Yeah, they do. Shout out to Kanye West. What's going on here? Does Madden know who this witness is? Don't worry about me, sir. I'll let Trillo handle this. I'm not worried about it. Okay. You won't get anywhere trying to figure out this witness. Now let's proceed. What'd you witness, witness? Once practice was over, I left the tent with the stooge, clown. Once we got to the lodge house, I ditched him and went back to the plaza's entrance. That's when I saw Max heading toward the scene of the crime. He was the only one heading that way. How could that punk not be a killer? Then the police showed up and took Magic Boy away. You saw Max heading toward the scene. You're sure of that? Without a doubt. He had on his silk hat, clothes, and the dumb white roses on his chest. How can you mistake someone with that crazy get-up and his nose stuck up so high? I think we all get the picture. Just one thing, you said you ditched the clown? That's right, dress boy. Well, since you weren't with him, couldn't that mean the clown committed the crime? It's got a point. What a shame. It was a nice theory, but the clown can't be the culprit. Why's that? Here's absolute proof. That's not proof. It's not proof. That's not proof of anything. This was found at the scene of the crime. It belongs to the defendant. Without question, he was wearing his signature hat during practice. If the clown was a murderer, there would be no reason for this hat to be at the scene. Well done, Miss Von Karma. Your prosecutorial skills are unrivaled, even though that's not a word. I was up at 6:30. I was up at 6:30 and then I died again. Or 7. Thank you for stating the obvious, Mr. Phoenix, right? What do you have to say? Guess she's the boss again today. Why wouldn't she be? The clown, you're talking about Mo? Of course I'm talking about that old fart. He's so pathetic I can't stand him. Just a little bit of exercise and his makeup's running all over the place. Same. Once practice was over, he was 9/10 of the way keeling over for good. Poor guy. We didn't have any choice. Ben did something. When it comes to being a first place loser, that guy's ahead of the pack. I need sleep. Tomorrow I think I'm 9 to 5 again. I am dying. God, I'm dying. Alright. Once we got to the lodge house, and they're not. I want to stop yawning. I need coffee. I don't know. I might. I do wonder if that would get rid of the yawns. Why the plaza's entrance? To do some thinking, of course. It was awfully cold out that night, especially with all the snow around. Wouldn't thinking in your nice warm lodging house have been a better idea? Sometimes it's not. Mr. Phoenix, right? I think you should leave the thinking to the witness. But I'm a good thunker. At least my teachers always said I was. What? Stand up and stretch or do a jumping jack? What? That's not gonna wake me up. Just one jumping jack? I can't do a jumping jack right now. Today when I saw Max heading toward the scene of the crime, he was the only one heading that way. Oh wait. Just one or stretch. Are you sure it was really Max? Oh! Ah! Yeah! Of course I'm sure. How could you mistake someone wearing such a snobby three-piece get-up? Snobby three-piece get-up? Get the wax out of your ears! Lawyers nowadays, we're like talking to a brick wall. Max's three-piece get-up. Jeez, could you be any more dense? All together now. Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Thank you. Everybody said it. Nick, I think you should put a little bit more effort into preparing your questions. You saw Max and only Max, right, Trillo? That's right, and that makes him the killer. There was only one person headed that way that night. That makes quite a bit of sense and makes Max one suspicious character. There's more to the story than meets the eye. Is there something amiss? There's no proof it was Max. Ben only saw Max. No problems. Let me read it again. Take a step back and look things over again. That's the plan, Stan. AKA Maya. Actually, one person headed that way that night. That was all there was? No proof that the witness saw Max. Hey, you still don't get it, do you? I saw what I saw. It was Max's three-piece joke of a costume. Alright, let's say it all together now. So got cloak, white roses. Thank you. I think you should study up on your celebrities. I'm getting shut down by a toy. Let me hit that other option. You only saw Max? That's a bit strange, don't you think? What's strange? That you only saw Max. Doesn't it seem like you should have seen someone else as well? Where are you going with this, Mr. Wright? Who else do you suppose the witness could have seen? Well, the victim, for one thing.
Take that!
That's the victim. That's correct. If Trullo was at the entrance to the plaza, he should have seen the ringmaster as well. Obviously, the ringmaster arrived at the scene of the crime before the witness could have seen him. Anyone with sense could have figured that one out. What are you talking about? The ringmaster and Max went together to the ringmaster's room. Is that according to the defendant? A likely story. If Max was supposed... I'm not saying his full name every time. It's obnoxious. Was supposed to be in the ringmaster's room. Why was he, just as the witness stated, at the scene of the crime? It seems that at this stage I have no reason to doubt the witness's testimony. And there are clearly no conclusive contradictions. He's right. A brilliant judgment, Your Honor. Now let's move along. Trullo wouldn't happen to have an ulterior motive for incriminating Max, would he? Well, Max is part of that bitter love triangle with Regina, which is not a triangle, by the way. Love triangles are rarely ever triangles. Somebody has to be gay in them for it to be a triangle. It's more of like a weird, incomplete object, a circle or a shape. Square. Not a square. Which is probably why Max conked him over the head. It's more like a V. A love V. Yeah. Love flock of birds. Flying south. Wasn't Ben the one who got knocked over the head? Yeah, I think so. I don't know anymore. Oh, wait. Dang it. I didn't know it reset things. Birds are not real. Birds are government drones. Around what time did the police arrive at the scene? I suppose that would have been around... What time was it? I think it was around, I'd say a bit after 10:30. Practice ended at 10, so you hung around the lodging house the entire time. I guess that sounds about right. Wasn't it awfully cold? I can't believe you just stand outside in that weather. Truth is, will you shut up, you big-nosed dope? Why are you telling him anything extra? Why can't you believe that we just stand outside in the weather? Maybe you were waiting for someone. What? Who said we were waiting for someone? We can all do without your half-handed theories. But your mom. This witness, he's cracking under the pressure already. I'm on to something. Why do you suppose the witness was waiting for, who do you suppose the witness was waiting for out in the cold of that night? Monkey. Regina? Either Regina or Max, I think. Well, if he was waiting outside in the cold, it was for one person. And one person only. He was waiting for the animal tamer, Regina. Like, yeah, dude. You were waiting outside for Regina to come back to the lodging house. Am I mistaken? Is this true? You can't really ask me that question. Who cares who I was waiting for that night? What's important is what I saw. Don't you forget it. Oh, wow. The puppet may be a bit stiff, but he's right.
Nani?
There's obviously a reason why this witness was there that night. He spent all that time waiting for Regina to arrive. Moreover, even if someone else would have walked right in front of him, I doubt he would have paid them a second thought. Didn't see him fly before. What did you just say? The witness saw the defendant at the scene of the crime. However, he did not see the victim on the way to his eventual demise. If you accept that, then you must accept that there is a high likelihood that he could have missed someone else other than Max heading to... Okay. There's absolutely no proof that the witness was waiting for the animal tamer. I guess you got me. Alright. I'll spill the beans for real this time. It's true, I was waiting for Regina. Pain. Don't volunteer things. Mr. Quist, tell us the truth this time. And I mean the whole truth. Were you or were you not waiting for Regina at the entrance to the lodging house? I was waiting to propose to her. What? Waiting to propose? Isn't she like 10? That's a different, law thing. Trial. That's the word. What's the matter? You think that humans have a monopoly on marriage? The matter of puppet marriage is not under review in this case. You're the judge. I mean, look at your horrible outfit. More pain. Thanks to your bumbling, my perfect plan is not so perfect anymore. Now we have to waste time getting to the bottom of some silly proposal by a puppet. Yeah, what about your proposal? What do you mean? What do you mean? I was reading, right? What did I mess up? I didn't mess up anything. Don't be so surprised that I was going to propose to Regina. I even had something to give to her. I kept it in my pocket, waiting for the chance to propose and give it to her. Of course, I also had it in my pocket that night. It was a present for her. In the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so I've still got it in my pocket. Do you? You were gonna propose, you, a puppet. Don't be so obtuse. Just because I'm a puppet doesn't mean I can't love. I guess you're right. Just because I'm old doesn't mean I couldn't propose to her too. That's creepy. No. I'm tired. I'm not going to bed. No. You can't make me.
No! No!
His honor's looking a little less than honorable right now. Continue. What's with the sigh at the end? I'm tired and nobody gets to know. Don't be surprised. Hold on. Let me get that one. Show it. Show everything what you got. You still trying to thinking of trying to give it to Regina? Of course I am. I spent 3 months' salary on this thing. I'm not gonna give up that easily. Oh my god. Wonder how much he receives for appearing in the circus. Probably way more than he deserves. How about it, Nick? I think it's about time to unwrap this toy's testimony. That's the spirit, Nick. Give him heck! Judge has that dazed and confused look again. Maybe he should get out more. Alright. I thought he would be like, well, this is the thing that I got. By proposal, you mean proposing marriage, correct, Regina? Of course that's what I mean. What kind of stupid question is that? I wasn't gonna propose that we become some sort of outlaw biker gang together. Right, Ben? Yeah, got it? That's the truth. And nothing but the truth. What was it exactly that you planned on giving? You know exactly what I was gonna give her, a numbskull. Only thing I could find that could match Regina's beauty. Answer his question, what was it? You're gonna die when you hear this. It's an engagement ring. Why is that a surprise? Those two nearly fell out of their chairs. Mr. Phoenix writes, joke has gone too far. Time for this stand right here. Francesco's whip looks like it's about to lash out at almost anything. One hit from that thing will probably shut someone up for a long time. Pain equals bad. That's amazing. It may be something of a joke, but this is a historic moment. First time that a puppet has ever proposed to a human being. I advise you to cut this argument short. I'm gonna have to agree with the defense. Will the witness please revise their testimony, specifically about the ring? I'd like to stick to facts, not sociology. Sure do enjoy sweating details, especially for a man in a black bathrobe. An engagement ring to Regina. It's actually a diamond-shaped stone cut from glass. Even more brilliant than the real thing. I think Regina's gonna love it. It's just a ring. What's the matter, Nick? Well, there's gotta be something I can catch him on. Oh, I thought that would... It's actually kind of getting cold in here, so... I can't get up, so I'm just gonna do this real quick. I can't get up. Turn down? Turn down for what? Let me see. Let me see about that. I can't get up. For reasons. Let me see about that. I can't get up. Let's move it down to 22. How's that? Got nothing on. Whose pocket was that ring in? Mine, of course. What a stupid question. You gotta be kidding me. You think Ben could pull that off? I'm sorry, really. You don't have to apologize for that. He's the one who should be apologizing. Is that good? Is that good? Well, let's check there. I think that's fine. Maybe I'm just getting sick of this song. I mean, I liked the songs better in the first game. These ones don't really hit too much. Man, they like nailed it on the first try, and it's like, ah. So you went to the lodging house to give it to her. That's right. I tried to give it to her during practice so many times that I lost count, but That uppity snob kept getting in the way. Uppity snob? You couldn't possibly be talking about me, Maximilian Galactica. When I get a hold of him, I'm gonna saw his wood block in half, and not with magic. Well, they always say that love creates rivalries. What? No, you don't. What is all that? Why are you giving people eggplants? So what about this present? I'm not sure what I'm supposed to go after. But eggplants are okay. They're decent. You're just gonna love it. It's just a ring. What's the matter? Something I can catch him on. Just a ring, huh? Oh, there it is. Right. He said it was still in his pocket. I've still got it in my pocket. No, you don't. Is this your card? With the right seasoning, they're pretty What kind of seasoning is the right seasoning? I only like it in what, Ratatouille and... No, I don't think it's an Italian beef stew. I think it's just Ratatouille. I could go for some Ratatouille now. Like, let's see, why not? Trillo, do you mind if I show you something? What is it? What are you talking about? Uh-oh. Looks like they're gonna double team me now. Do you recognize this ring? That's mine. Give it back. Thief! Thief! Can you just testify about this very object? I believe you said, in the end, I wasn't able to give it to her, so it's still in my pocket. Never had Ratatouille. I have seen the movie, though. They're very different. Ratatouille has a strange taste to it. You should try it. I don't know what it counts as. Is it? Because, like, you don't put it with anything, really. I don't know if it's, like, kind of a soup. I've had it a few times, but, like, oh, you put it on your plate. I don't know. It's just a weird amalgamation of stuff. Why then do I have it right here? What's going on here? Ben, say something! Don't put me on the spot like that, Trillo. I found this in Money's room. Money's room? You mean a room they put money, like a bank vault? That filthy monkey is gonna get what's coming to him. I would prefer if you avoided slandering innocent fiats in my court. Well, Your Honor, Money really is a monkey in every sense of the word. Oh, okay. Money likes to go after the shiniest things that he can find and gather them up. Shiny things. Did you like the movie? I thought it was alright. It was a good movie. Not the best, not the worst. It was good, though. Don't know if I'd see it again. When was this ring stolen from you? I suppose it was that time, you know, that night. The night of the crime. What'd you just say? Details. I need more details. Well, it was stolen right after Max showed up in the plaza. Right about when you saw the defendant walk past, correct? I guess you might be able to say that. Seen it 2 times, not a favorite. Good, though. 2 times. I think I've only seen it once. I don't know. I'm gonna say it. The ring might have... Well, it could have been taken around that time. Yeah, could have been. It's better the second time. Take your word for it. I I don't know. It had a lot of good moments to it. I do remember liking the final boss, essentially, the main antagonist. I mean, there wasn't really much of one, but that food critic guy at the end is like, I liked that scene where he like relives his childhood or something, makes him happy again. It's like, oh my god. Ben, what's with you? Oh, whatever. It has nothing to do with anything, especially not who committed the murder. It's not for you to decide what has to do with what. Now, Trillo, back to the topic at hand. I haven't admitted a thing, not I, Mr. Trilloquist. What did you do when the ring was taken, Trillo? You know exactly what I did. I chased after that ring-snatching monkey money. But you weren't able to catch up with him, were you? It's all this slow, loafy fool called Ben's fault. While he was humbling his way through the snow, that dumb monkey was able to get away. That is indeed an incredible shame. Monkey. Well, this does indeed prove one very important point. What point could that possibly be? Ben doesn't exercise enough. There's a huge contradiction in this witness's testimony. Contradiction? Witness just testified to the following effect. Up until the police arrived, he didn't move from the entrance to the plaza. However, the witness just stated that he chased after Money Monkey. When the witness was off chasing money, there was no one watching the plaza. What is the meaning of all this? Where are you going with this little theory of yours? I'm saying that there's no possible way that this witness saw the plaza the entire time. That's where I'm going with this little theory. Which leads me to my next point. It is entirely possible that someone other than the defendant was at the scene. Why are you objecting? Tell me this. Do you have any proof that something slipped past this vigilant ventriloquist? He obviously didn't see the victim, the ringmaster, arrive on the scene. However, that doesn't change the fact that he saw the defendant arrive. The witness is lying. He's blinded by his rivalry with Max. Well, defense's argument does hold water. This witness does have a history of animosity toward the defendant. What? How dare you? I wouldn't lie just to get that dork face in trouble. He's not even worth it. I saw him. No doubt about it. I saw that worthless liar. Just for clarity's sake, let's flesh out exactly who you saw him that night. I told you so many times. You'd think you'd know my story is not changing. You've already changed your story, stick boy. And I'm sure it'll change some more. Where there's one lie, there are usually many more behind it. Yep. Exactly, Maya. That's why we have to keep after him. There sure are. I should have like a garbage can right here. I'll give you that. I was waiting that night for Regina, but that doesn't change the fact that I saw Max in the plaza that night. He showed up after I had been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I said good evening to him, but he didn't even acknowledge my presence. I'm absolutely sure it was him. I saw Max at the scene. There's no way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. No alcohol. None of that. That won't wake me up. That won't wake you up either. Alright, hold on. Let me do jumping jacks real quick. I just gotta not that. This. Or I could hold on. Okay. Yeah. Where is corn? I keep meaning to change that, but alas. Okay. All right. I'm gonna hit the fan. 2, 3. Yeah. Yeah. That'll get me woken. Oh my god. That'll get me woken. That'll get me woken. All right. Look at that. Look at that. I'm awake now. So that means that money didn't show up until after you saw Max? Oh. That's right. Money ran up less than a minute after I saw Max. I had to put them on. I had to put them on. That's why I closed off the webcam. Yeah. The money snatched the ring and you went chasing after him. How long was it until you came back to where you were waiting? Well, let's see. I'd say about, I suppose, 5 minutes, I think. I guess. So the victim could have arrived on the scene in that 5-minute stretch. Please proceed with your cross-exam. I was waiting that night for Regina. You were only concerned with waiting for Regina that night? That means you probably wouldn't have noticed if someone else showed up. You should think about how many eyes I actually have. I've got 4, you know. 4. Counting Ben, of course. With that many eyes, do you really think something would have slipped by me? 4 eyes is an awful lot of attention directed at one area, I suppose. Which is just even more dangerous to our case than Trillo. Doesn't change the fact that I saw Max. He showed up after I'd been waiting there for about 5 minutes. I'm just gonna keep pressing all of them. So you saw Max coming out of the big top that night. Of course that's where I saw him coming from. I was staring at the entrance to the tent the entire time. Guess that makes sense, especially since he was waiting for Regina. About what time would you say these events took place? You're one of the dumbest people on the planet if you can't figure it out yourself. You already know the practice finished promptly at 10 p.m. You already know that I went to the lodging house right after practice. You don't need to be a brain surgeon to know around what time it was when I saw him. Just add 10 more minutes, I'm sure you could do that. Now, what time was it? Indeed, what time was it? I'm no good at math. It was 10:10. Oh yeah, that sounds right. Man, worse than me. Sounds about right, because that's the time when I saw Max on the scene. 10:10. I feel like that's the bit that I need to... Because time of death was 10:15. And I thought there was something else. Said good evening, leaving You testified that you said good evening to Max that night. It wasn't evening, it was night. You must enjoy asking incredibly obvious questions. I do. You say good morning in the morning and good afternoon during the day, right? And it's obvious that I'd say good night to someone at night. What, Ben, you got something to add? Let me guess. That's not it, Trillo. You say good evening at night. Well, you say good evening in the evening, which is different from night, depending on who you ask. I would prefer if you kept your ventriloquist act outside of the courtroom. Impossible, a performer lives and breathes as his performances. You should know better. There's gotta be something wrong with this bit of testimony. Trillo's evening greeting. Ben's half of the comedy act. Isn't that a bit strange to you? What do you mean? Well, if you hate Max so much, why would you bother being nice to him? Strikes me as somewhat strange. Why would it strike you as strange? I mean, it depends. Some people Yeah. Like, right now, I'm mad at one of my managers, Bridget. But she made me mad 10 minutes before I left, and I still said goodnight to her. I'm mildly angry, but it's fine, I guess, until the next time she pulls her crud. You should know better. No, you shouldn't. If it was simply just being cordial to a coworker, I would understand. Maybe you should think of having some proof before your lips start flapping next time. Proof is everything in this world. You should have learned that back in grade school. There's no reason that Trillo would ever say something nice to Max. But how do I go about proving that with evidence? Bluffing is everything in this world, but I'm sure you already learned that one. I guess I can give it a shot. The witness will resume his testimony. Okay, 2 more. What's her name start with? Bridget. It's B. Bridge it. You are 100% absolutely sure of what you just said. I told you already, geez, I am 100% absolutely sure. There's no way that he could be any more confident than that, right? Yeah, I guess. A hole somewhere. Gotta have something that will prove useful. Time to go to work. Who the heck is that? She's the new assistant manager that replaced Pete. I told you about her. She's cool sometimes, but like, other times not really. Those 3 ridiculous symbols, huh? Out of curiosity, exactly how many times have you asked that question by now? If you're gonna ask again, I'll answer with a chorus. Everyone together now. Amazing. Maya, you didn't have to join in, did you? But it's fun shouting out with everyone else. That. Is there anything that would prove that he wouldn't say hi to him? Oh, well, no, well, when did that happen? I forget. I think that was before. Yeah, so let me do the bottle. Make sure I don't get into another sticky wicket. Yeah, there we go. Store cycles through managers like they're hotcakes. Hotcakes isn't a real thing. They're pancakes. They're called pancakes. You're right, though. You're right, though. They just randomly shoved Pete into New Lenox, and they're like, here, have Bridget. And it's like, okay, I guess. And I think she's from Mokina. I don't know. It's weird. I don't know why they do that. Just to keep things fresh, maybe? Stupid. I want John back. Trillo, is it not true that you had a fight with Max on the day of the murder? A fight? A fight over Regina, to be exact. Wasn't that big of a deal. It was just an argument, a disagreement at most. A disagreement usually doesn't end with someone getting clonked over the head. That morning, Ben got clobbered over the head by Max, didn't he? Is that an admission of assault and battery? Before we handle that, we should wrap up the defendant's murder charges first. Truth is that on the day of the crime, the defendant and witness had a huge fight. There's absolutely no way they would have suddenly become cordial that evening. That's true. Moreover, just consider the personality of the witness on stand. There's no way a puppet this lewd would just up and say good evening to his rival. I don't think that word means what you think it means. Where's Mary? Lewd was mentioned. I gotta, hold on. I'm sending this through.
Disappointed!
Oh, wait, hold on. did it work?
Can you heal me, bitch?
Oh, hi, Mary. I sent you that screenshot. Are you saying this witness is lying? That he is trying to frame the defendant by claiming to have seen him at the crime scene. What else are you doing while you're lurking? I didn't tell a single lie. Honestly, That's enough from you, Mr. Quist. Let's clarify this testimony for the court. Could you explain your theory about who the witness actually saw that night? I can. After I say it. Explain your theory about who the witness actually saw. He didn't see anyone, he saw the defendant, he saw a different person. My belief that the witness did indeed see someone that night was just someone else. That's who he said good evening to. What kind of theory is that? The correct one. Furthermore, I don't believe the person the witness saw was Max at all. What? If he had truly met Max that night, there would have been no greeting at all, which means there's only one proper answer. The person the witness saw that night was not Max. That's why Trilo made the effort to greet whoever it was that he saw that evening. Or, good evening, as he put it. What in the world do you... Will the defense kindly explain who it was Trilo saw that evening? Who did Trilo see that evening? The Ringmaster? I mean... Was it Mo? No, I don't think it was Mo. How about you stop asking me these ridiculous questions? You can show me all the pictures you'd like, there's not one I wouldn't agree. What the heck are you doing, Woodman? You better not say, Trilo, watch your mouth. Okay, sorry about that, Trilo. Alright, hold on. So it wasn't that. It was not Mo. I bought Chips Ahoy cookies for me, and I had half a pack left that I've been very, very slowly eating, and they're gone. I didn't do it! I didn't do it! I promise! Lose my patience with you. Alright. Well, it was either Regina or Russell. Hold on. Real quick. That was right, but it skipped dialogue, and I want to see what that was. It would bother me. Alright. Considering the ill temper of the witness, there's only one person he would greet. It must be Regina. It's Regina, right? She's so cute. No, it's not Regina. If it was Regina, Trilo would have given her the ring. That's right. That's true. That's true. I have small brain. What kind of Chips Ahoy were they? Were they the chewy or crunchy or burr? Oh yeah, I suppose you got a point. It was Russell Barry, the victim himself, was it then? You're correct. It was indeed Russell Barry. The person you saw that evening was the victim, the ringmaster. That's why you greeted him, Trilo, isn't that correct? Answer the question, Mr. Quist. Regular. Chewy can't get soggy in milk. Yeah, but Chewy you can just shove into your mouth. I want some now. How do you respond to this? Wait a second. Well, at first I thought it was the old man, but once I got a better look at him, it was obviously Max. Yeah? You You thought they looked exactly alike? Alright. Idiot. I think it is high time that we clear the air about this question. Mr. Quist obviously witnessed a single person in the area of the plaza. Problem is identifying exactly who that person was. Was it Max? Or was it the Ringmaster? Prosecution argues that it was the defendant that the witness saw that night. The witness has clearly stated that he saw the defendant's 3 symbols. 3 symbols? This is getting old. Come on, man. You've got to remember them by now. Here we go again. Everyone all together now. Yes, we know. Silk hat, cloak, white rust. Easy. A silk hat and a cloak. Anyone could wear them. They'd even look good on me. They'd even look good on me. Well, what was that? Well, the witness has endlessly repeated that he saw Max's 3 symbols. However, how do we really know it was Max? It could have been someone else dressed up as him. Possibly even Russell. What? Who would do that? Do you have clear evidence that the person the witness saw was the defendant? Well, if that's the case, then it is impossible for me to make a judgment at this point. Yeah, because judgment's on Mondays. Yes, I think we finally won a point in this one. That is very unfortunate. You're just a little too excited for your own good. What do you mean by that? You merely established one thing from this witness. You established that this witness saw one person in the plaza that night. I applaud you on your effort. But who that person was can only be answered by the next witness. Yeah? Prosecution will provide beyond a shadow of a doubt an answer to that question as evidence that clearly establishes one thing. That there is no one other than Max Galactica responsible for this crime. Court will take a 10-minute recess. During that time, I request prosecution prepare their next witness. Court is now in recess. I'm gonna go play on the jungle gym. Yeah. Jungle gym. Jungle James. I am against Whip Lady. She's insane. She's insane. I was up against Whip Lady in the last trial too, but Sweetie, you have to believe me, I didn't go anywhere near that crime scene. So then where were you when the murder took place? We talked about it yesterday, remember? I was in the Ringmaster's room. While you were there, it was the Ringmaster who left the room, right? Yeah, exactly. He told me to wait in the room because he would be right back. That's when the Ringmaster headed to the scene of the crime, right? She's whipped me so many times. That's what it seems like. But the Ringmaster must have been wearing Max's costume, right? Oh, sweetie, I just remembered. I went straight to the Ringmaster's room still dressed in my stage clothes. But when I got there, I went ahead and took the costume off. Which means that the Ringmaster could have taken his costume and went out looking like Max. Fabulous. That's a fabulously possible possibility. You didn't notice that your costume was gone? However, sweetie, why would the Ringmaster want to dress up like me? Isn't that a bit strange? If you think about it, all they found at the crime scene was my silk hat. What about my cloak? Where did that go? Double. Well, Max, I never thought of that. You should be a detective or something. Well, I was never quite sure what to be when I grew up. Magician or president. Same thing. Both are pulling tricks out of their sleeves. Booties. You have no idea how hard it was to make a decision. That's really cool. Fabulous. This mystery just keeps getting deeper. Now that everyone's back, let's get started. Like Karma, please proceed. Very well, I will now call my next witness, a pitiful clown with the unfortunate distinction of having seen the entire thing. Mr. Lawrence Curls, please take the stand. I kind of forgot that he was an entire reference to the Three Stooges. Why did she just call him a pitiful clown? Pitiful. The witness will state his name and occupation for the court record. In West Clownadelphia. He just did a... That was amazing. I wish it didn't skip forward. I want to see that. He just did a Fresh Prince reference. What in the world? In West Clownadelphia. Will the witness please inform the court why he is speaking autobiographical gibberish? Oh, I'm sorry. I'm just not used to being in a court. I've never been in a courtroom in my life. I wasn't quite sure what joke is best suited to this sort of occasion. What in the world are you talking about? You're in a grand hall of justice, not some comedy club. Since it's easy to see your occupation, state your name. Oh yeah, maybe this joke is okay. Your mother. Mom, do I have to wear pants? The sign only says no shirt, no shoes, no service. It's pretty good. It's not a knee slapper, but it's better than his other ones. Wrote a passive-aggressive note for my parents. I want to see it. What was it? Read it. Read it to me. Okay, how about this? Have you met my proctologist, Dr. Seymour Butts? What was that one? But a couple of clowns who were up to no good. he still went with the, Fresh Prince. Fresh Clown of Bel-Air. I don't want pants on. Lawrence Curls, professional funny man, also known as Mo the Clown. Witness was seen at around 10:15 the day of the murder. Correct? Yes, it is. He's so sad here. Same dude. Very well, Mr. Curls, will you please specify what you saw that evening? A rabbi, a priest, and a Rastafarian walked into this plaza. Without the humor. Oh, okay. Rastafarian. Aw, poor Mo can't be his normal stoogie self in court. No fun. You take your pants off. I know, I'm not the greatest comedian in the world. I haven't been able to make people laugh for 10 years. Oh. No matter what I say, all I get in return is a vacant stare and polite applause. Oh. Since no one ever laughs at my jokes, I have taken to laughing at them myself. It's a bad habit, but hey, at least I'm trying. Imagine my predicament. I'm a clown who can't make people laugh. I'm almost useless. But I keep trying. I even tried to come up with jokes just for today. I don't think it's him. I don't think he did it. But, like, I really hope he didn't, too. Because I like him. I want to give him a hug. But I keep trying. I even tried to come up with jokes just for today. This atmosphere is very nerve-wracking. I decided to try making everyone laugh. Seriously, everyone, what do you think of me? How am I doing? It's part of the testimony. Aren't we the ones supposed to be asking the questions here? Huh? We will listen to your call for help after the court proceedings are over. Thus, please stick to the facts of this case. Really? You'll really hear me out? Well, I'll make sure that one of my staff will be your straight man later. Oh, thank you, I can't wait. Poor Gumshoe. Now that that's settled, shall we begin the testimony again? Of course we can. I'll talk for as long as you want. Please don't. I have to press all of those. Alright. The night of the murder, after practice was over, I went straight back to my room. You have no idea how tired I was that night. I was pooped. I thought I'd go straight to sleep, but before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. They were a bit far away, though. It was a ringmaster, and he was with Max, who was wearing his cloak. He kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clonked the ringmaster over the head. That's very interesting. If this eyewitness account is to be believed, I have enough to pass judgment right now. Of course you can. There's no way that this account can be criticized. However, the witness is a bit, how do you say, off-kilter. Almost like he has some sort of atmosphere of guilt surrounding him. That must be because of my insincere smile. Insincere smile. I'm afraid that if you put the witness too far, it would bring disaster upon the court. Thus, I sincerely hope you are not going to engage in pointless saber rattling. What does that mean? Saber rattling. What? No? How would that even make sense in any of the context? When did you think you heard that? I don't even remember saying anything similar. I may have said itch, but like I don't think so. Witch. Maybe he said witch. Lich, ditch, Mitch. I think he said witch. I think that's... yeah. If you cause this clown to stray from the facts, I'll hold you responsible. Why am I responsible? I'm not the one with corny jokes. Should I be scared of this? You didn't hear anything. You're deaf. Alright, well, just in case, I'm gonna save. Because I know that this game can be brutal sometimes. A little brutal. Just a tad brutal. Okay. I did not mean to put that there. Alright. I never get tired of that one. The, Tom Ribeye. Is that Papyrus? Or is it just a random skeleton? I need more emotes. Give me more emotes. Emote ideas. You'd say the practice wrapped up around 10 p.m., correct? Oh, right. See, that's the thing. How exactly am I supposed to make a joke about 10 p.m.? Now, 8 o'clock. That's something a clown can riff off of. Let's just pretend it was 8 o'clock, okay? That way I can make a great joke. I have the option to let him joke? Is that gonna... I already saved. Let's do it. You don't really want to hear a joke. A man goes to his doctor and the doctor asks, "How's number one?" The man says every day at 7, then what's the matter? Witness, these are exactly the types of jokes you should say for that detective. You knew what would happen. Don't look at me like that. You're hereby penalized. This will not become a kangaroo court. That's amazing. Okay. Let me reverse time. Didn't even let me finish the joke. Let's not make it 8, alright, Mo? What do you mean, let's not? Don't take the clown out of the clowning around. Just listen to his joke. There are 3 reasons why I don't want to. 1, I probably won't laugh. 2, I'll get hit with a penalty. 3, I'll get whipped. Will the witness just proceed with his factual testimony? She's so boring. Amazing. You were pooped that night. Yes, I was very, very tired. Not to mention I had some bad Mexican food. The double cheese, double bean enchilada is a dangerous menu item. I want to try it. There's a lot of doubles. That would absolutely kill me. What happened after that, as they say, happens. That one was cool, huh? I hear the kids really love toilet humor these days. The joke was so hip, I don't want to ruin it with a reply. I've got a good reply, though. That joke was so funny, it just earned you a penalty. I didn't even get a choice with that one. It's gonna be a lot of safe scumming with Mo. I thought they'd all give me a choice. Alright. Jesus. I'm not supposed to look at every single one. Alright, hold on. I thought I'd go straight to sleep. Before I did, I glanced out the window. That's when I saw two silhouettes. Far away, you say. If you had to say exactly how far away were they? Let me think about that for a second. My room's here, and they looked about yay big. I'd say they were about 30 feet from my window. Just 30 feet. That's not far at all. It was snowing that night, and I cut down on visibility. I see. Please continue with your testimony regarding two shadows. Alright, he didn't make a joke there. Good. You just happened to glance out of the window? You could say that. You could also say, I peeked, stared, glimpsed, peeped, eyeball. Mr. Curls. Oh, I guess synonyms aren't allowed either. What should I do? I wonder if I should press them further? Let's try it. Why did you look out of your window? Why? Why? Clowns don't need a reason to look out their windows, do they? That's not what I meant. I meant that, well, when we spoke yesterday... Once I had tucked myself into bed, I heard this amazing noise. It was incredibly loud. It sounded like a giant thump. Oh, yeah, I forgot he did mention that. Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. You forgot? Man, I would be a terrible witness. I have a really good memory, but, like, honestly, I'd probably forget some stuff, too. If a witness looked out of his window upon hearing a loud sound, he did not just simply glance. Oh yeah, that's right. I forgot to mention that thump, didn't I? It's not something you just forget to mention. It is, though. I believe it would be best if Mo were to revise his testimony. Please revise your testimony. You should start turning the tables in our favor. Let me save here. What does it sound like? I guess it kind of sounded like, I guess you could say, hey, the court remind you that humor is unnecessary. How would you know that I was going to make a joke? I guess that the sound sounded like I suppose it sounded like someone getting hit with something very hard. Yep, that's what it sounded like. You went to look out the window and you saw... That didn't really give me much, I don't think. You'd say you clearly saw this, even though you were, by your own admission, far away? That's right, I had been thinking about it over and over since that night. But things didn't really make sense until I spoke with the prosecutor. Now I am 100% certain that it was Max and the Ringmaster. Just think about it, how could I be wrong if Max is always wearing his uppity symbols? Lawyers nowadays, do you even have to go to school anymore to be one? Alright, everyone knows what I do. All together now, say it with Uncle Mo. Oh my god. Nobody said it. See what I mean? It's always like this. The crowd never wants to go along with me. I must really be utterly and completely worthless as a clown. Wow. I pity the man. Enough foolishness. Get back on track. Will the witness please testify as to what he saw and only what he saw? You saw the Ringmaster get clocked over the head? Yes, I did. It's the climax of my story. He really does enjoy the completely random non sequitur. What would you say the victim was struck with? The weapon? I have no idea. A weapon wasn't found, right? That's not what I meant. You did say you did see everything, didn't you? I suppose I did. Wait, no, I didn't. I didn't see a weapon. Mo, did you or did you not see the crime of murder committed that night.
Objection!
I will not permit you to harass my witness in this manner. You better have an excellent reason for attacking this poor clown. Because he won't answer? Because if you don't, you know what is waiting for you. A nice penalty! Oh my god. That's a lot. That is 5. Isn't this a bit melodramatic? What will it be then, Mr. Phoenix, right? Do you have any clear basis to believe that my witness did not see the crime? I'm assuming since it's so much that I do. I've got a great reason to make my claim. I suppose you will be telling us all that great reason. Of course I will. The reason is the witness's very own testimony. What's the meaning of this, Mr. Wright? Most said that he heard a sound like a thump of someone getting hit. He did say that. However, Mo just stated the following under oath. He kept watching them, and all of a sudden, Max clocked the ringmaster over the head. If Mo is to be believed when he says he looked out the window upon hearing a sound, there's no way that he could have seen Max clonk anyway. In 1972, a crack clown unit? Was that a Law and Order reference? No. No. Because I thought it... I don't remember the, What about that reference? What was that? Went by two guys. How do you respond to a Wright's assessment? They didn't commit. These clowns probably escaped from Max Security Clown Car. Are you reciting the C-Team theme to anger this court? Oh, okay, it's an A-Team reference. The C-Team, the Clown Team. No, I'm just stalling for time while I jog my memory. These types of witnesses always seem to have a selective memory. You just have to peel back the layers of the cloud makeup to find the truth. Well, you're back from your jog? It pretty much happened the way I said. Pretty much. When I looked out my window that night, the ringmaster was already face down in the snow. The prosecution helped me fill in the gaps of my statement. Von Karma. Tampering with witnesses again. So now you're saying that you did not see the defendant clonk the ringmaster. Yes, when I looked out my window, the ringmaster had already checked out. Checked out? Yes, he was on permanent vacation. You did not witness the actual crime, however, you still say you saw the criminal, right? Yeah, exactly. Ringmaster was slumped over and I saw someone's silhouette next to him. Please testify to the silhouette you saw. I expect the truth. If I even catch a hint of the joke from you, I will put you in a holding cell until you learn court etiquette. My God. Man's about to go to jail. I think I have that somewhere.
Well, excuse
You! Get it down!
well, excuse
Boy, if you don't... You!
Weird. I thought I did. It was a bit far away, but the shadow could only have belonged to Max. There's no doubting it, especially since I saw his symbols. The silk hat, that black cloak, they were all there, except for the rose. His face was silhouetted, but there was no doubt that it was him. Are you stupid? His cloak was fluttering in the wind, so I couldn't really see what he was carrying. Oh. What? Are you bokoing? You... It does seem as if the defendant was at the scene of the crime. Took the clown long enough to get his facts straight. But whatever, this should finally be good enough, yes? It's decisive testimony. Was Max really at the crime scene that night? He said he wasn't there. We have to believe in that. Cross-exam. That was only like 3 statements. 2, 3, 4, 5. More than I thought. I hate it. Do you think that you're going a little overboard with how explicit you're being? Another baka? What did I do? Is it forever yawn? Cause I got another one coming. Feel it. The shadow belonged to Max is an awfully firm statement, don't you think? What are you getting at? I'm just saying that one of your fellow performers' wouldn't it be lives? Life is on the line here. Are you truly 100% absolutely certain that it was Max? I'm not the kind of person who would lie about something as serious as this. The silhouette I saw was Max, I'm convinced of that. Ooh. I want to stop yawning. The jumping jack did not work.
You fool!
Ah, the jumping jack did not work at all. Why did you lie to me? Ugh. Jobs are bad. It doesn't seem like he's jumping to any conclusions this time. Let's go over this again then. What makes you so sure that you saw Max? Trillo said the same thing, but if it was just the symbols, then even I could have been wearing them. What if someone had just taken Max's symbols and worn them? I thought of that myself, but just looking at the shape of the face I saw, it must have been Max. Sure of that? Such a silly little boy. He threw his entire case headlong into a trap. Ugh. Hate that. Even worse with my jaw. Ugh. You're sure that it was what you saw that night? Exactly what I said I saw is exactly what I saw! I've got eyes like a hawk. Don't birds have terrible night vision? Yes! But that's not all I saw. You're no hot guy. You're able to see that kind of detail from the window? There was a little light near the scene of the crime. Anyone with decent eyesight should have been able to see that much. Out of curiosity, Mo, what's your eyesight like? I can see like a hawk out of my left eye and an eagle out of my right. My records say his eyesight is perfect 20/20. That must mean he could have seen the crime scene clearly. The more we look into this matter, the more suspicious it becomes. Hey, you asked me what my eyesight was like, not what I actually was. Not what it actually was. So you didn't actually see what the criminal was holding, correct? I've been curious to know what caused that loud noise. It must have been something incredibly hard. Too bad they haven't found the murder weapon to know for sure. They claim it was a blunt object, at least it said so in the autopsy report. With Trillo's testimony and now Mo's, it really seems like Max is the killer. I wonder if that's possible. My theory, my working theory right now, is that Trillo was the blunt object. Just smacked with a puppet. That'd be a blunt object enough, right? It just would. I could see that. And then Trillo was shoved into the trophy case. I could see that. Maybe. Gotta find a contradiction in this. It's not gonna be enough. I have to prove that Mo saw someone other than Max that night. It's the only thing that'll help. I've gotta do it. Yeah, but I have to do the right, Alright. How do I prove that it wasn't Max? that has the one set of footprints. Made to order hat that is a symbol of Max's fabulousness. Documents related to the negotiation. Map of the circus, monkey. Why is a monkey evidence? Guessing either the hat or the poster. Saw his uppity symbols. Silk hat, black coat. Oh, that's it. The man said black cloak. It's not a black cloak at all. It's purple. That's purple. You say you saw all of Max's uppity symbols. I suppose so. The silk hat and the cloak, right? Mo, everyone knows that Max has 3 uppity symbols. He does, but, like, there was the one time where Trillo, like, just completely forgot about the roses, so I wanted to... I just threw that out of my head. Everyone get ready, all together now! Silk hat, cloak, white roses. Who cares if he knew that there were 3 or not? He saw what he saw, and he saw the symbols. He just forgot to mention one. Blah, blah, blah. Isn't that right, Mo? Do you like pie? I love pie. Silence, fool. You are to respond with the whole truth. No fractions. The whole truth. No fractions of the truth. I want pie. I want blueberry pie. Colors. That's not a thing. I don't have that set up. Bo, you didn't see the roses, did you? To be honest, there weren't any roses on the person I saw. There's also a black cloak. Insane. Are we not talking about how it wasn't... What are you doing? What's that supposed to do? The crime scene was dark. It's obvious it's too dark to see that kind of detail. But the witness said he was able to see the silhouette of the criminal's face, not to mention that the roses are white. There's no way he could have missed. And the roses must have fallen off when the defendant assaulted the victim. If that was the case, then the police would have found them near the crime scene. Are these white roses truly material to the facts of this case? Clearly not. He's just toying with this court. I got her on the ropes now. The seemingly insignificant facts have never failed to lead me to the truth yet. Someone's toying with the court, not me. Do you recall Trillo's testimony? No way I could mistake someone wearing those 3 ridiculous symbols. How can you mistake someone with that crazy get-up and his nose stuck up so high? Someone wearing such a snobby 3-piece get-up. Trillo saw them all. Trillo saw all 3 of Max's symbols. However, this witness claims there were no white roses on the person he saw. There's absolutely no doubt that this is a contradiction. Now, what am I supposed to think? One is supposed to disregard the pointless. This. Forget the roses. Think about his other testimony. The witness has stated without a doubt that he saw Max. Nothing else matters. Let's wrap this up now. I want to go home. I gotta watch My Little Pony. Maybe trivial, but it does cast doubt on the prosecution's case. Frankly, I have my doubts about this witness. Seems that, unlike wine, the witness has not grown more mature with age. Not mature. Same. I've come to a conclusion. I'm 99% certain that this witness saw the defendant. However, my remaining 1% of doubt is quite reasonable, which means that for my peace of mind, I'm going to request a bit more testimony. What? If there are no contradictions in the next statement, I am prepared to issue a rule. It's your last chance. Silhouette Part 2. Hey, you changed it. It's Poiple now. Well, I mean, it might actually be different on Twitch, but, like, it's Poiple. For me. Because sometimes that doesn't really work. There's no doubt in my mind, there were no white roses that night. However, all of the other symbols were there, I'm equally sure of that. Especially the Socat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on it. He was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. The decorations. Got one last chance of this. Will not allow even the slightest hint of badgering against this witness. If you're going to prove to me there's a contradiction with Mr. Crow's statement, you better have at least a shred of evidence to back up your accusations. I've only got a single shot. Gotta be careful. Now, when you say a single shot, does that mean that I can't press all of the statements? I have to know. I have to know. What exactly is badgering the witness? I know how to do things. Now, what color am I? Kind of like a teal-ish. Well, be honest. You promised. No more badgering. I didn't even say anything. I hope you enjoy this penalty. I'm the one handing out the penalties. Continue with your testimony. You're not gonna whip me too, are you? Maybe after court, if you're into that kind of thing. But isn't it kind of pointless if you only whip me after court? So can I not press any of these? Yeah, no. It's gonna end the same way. Huh. Yeah, no, change that. That's really confusing for me. That's Mary's color. I'm so used to Mary being the yellowish orangish. Alright. All other symbols were there, especially the silk hat. There's no way I could forget seeing the decorations on that. Wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. That's not true, because he left it. It was found at the crime scene. This wouldn't happen to be the silk hat you saw that night, would it? Yep, that's it. That's the hat he was wearing that night. No question in your mind. Exactly how would one mistake a thing like that? Is there some sort of problem? It's found karma. Where exactly was the silk hat found? Must you always ask these questions? It was found at the crime scene. Wait, the crime scene? That means that I'm an idiot. Now you're pink. I like it. The silk hat fell off at the crime scene. However, the witness clearly testified to the contrary. The witness stated that he was wearing it the entire time that he was on the scene. That's not true. Mr. Carls? Yes, Your Honor? What is the meaning of all this? You're old enough to know better than to behave like this in court. That's not right. That's so harsh. Man. If I ever go to court, this is exactly what will happen. I will be Mo. Oh my god. What's not right here is your eyesight and your memory, amongst other things. Why are you being so mean to me? What did I do? Let me guess, you just didn't like my jokes or something, right? You didn't have to go and insult my eyesight or my memory. They're both great! Seriously, why? Just because you're sitting above me doesn't mean... No matter how old I get, I'll be younger than you. Sobbing. Enough of these childish outbursts, Master Curls. Who do you think you are? I saw him. I swear I saw him. It was Max. Even if he didn't have his roses, he was still wearing this dumb silk hat. I'm telling the truth. He's turned into a bratty little kid. It's pitiful, isn't it? He left the scene wearing that dumb silk hat. He was there. He left the scene. What's the matter, Nick? There's something I've been mulling over for a while now. Mo? What do you want? You just said that he left the scene. Exactly how did the murderer leave the scene of the crime? What? He went... What do you mean, how did he leave? You can't ask me that. Why does your arm smell weird? What does it smell like? Your Honor, Phoenix Wright is badgering the witness. That's what you sound like. This witness's testimony is so full of holes, Von Karma's protest is useless. Hold up. I have a thing for Von Karma. Something that, is pretty great.
You are irrelevant.
Yeah. Yeah, you are. You've got a point. Let's hear what the witness has to say on this matter. Is that alright with you, little guy? Don't talk to me like I'm a little baby. Besides, what kind of stupid questions, how did he leave the crime scene? The answer is obvious. He just turned around and walked away. That's what I expected you'd say. You sure that's how it happened? I'm not sure I know exactly where you're going with this. Lawyers nowadays sure do love to harp on the smallest things. Do you have any proof to counter his story as to how the criminal left the scene? I didn't save, so no. Is it the flying? How would he have left? Oh, right. Because there's only one set of footprints. Like old people. Are you an old people? Look at this picture. The problem is the footprints in the snow. Footprints. In this photo, we can clearly see the footprints of the victim. However, where are the criminal's footprints? They aren't there. Oops. So Mo, exactly how did the criminal escape the scene? This witness has already proven that his testimony is completely unreliable. I move to strike all of this witness's testimony from the court record. I agree. This clown's testimony is as rickety as the clown car he came to court in. God, imagine if this wasn't a visual novel. Just have these, like, cutscenes. Give me an Ace Attorney that isn't a visual novel. Actually, I think some of the more modern ones are, like, 3D and stuff. So, that'll be interesting. I want to play Great Ace Attorney. That'd be fun. This clown's testimony is as rickety as... wait just a second. You guys can't just ignore everything I've said. Fine, fine. I'll tell you the truth this time. You wait a second. I think you've said more than enough for today. That didn't hurt. I'm sick and tired of listening to you anyways. I'll give you the real deal this time, I swear. I don't know why, but I get the feeling things are gonna get worse before they get better. That's something Judge Judy would have said. Is she still going? Testimony you've provided up until now has been false. It hasn't been false. I haven't lied. It's just what? It's just I was a bit confused on the bit about the criminal leaving the scene. Especially since Von Karma and her whip told me not to talk about what I really saw. Which is illegal. Franziska Von Karma, how could you? What can I say? If you had heard the truth from this witness, you would have exactly the same opinion as I have. What opinion is that? It's not funny. She stopped for a while, but she's back up and running. She's like a vintage old Model T car that just wants to keep going. 3 people that will never stop just being the embodiments of wrath are Judge Judy, Simon Cowell, and Gordon Ramsay. They will never full on stop. They have to. They survive by feeding off of insulting people. They're the unholy trifecta. God. I'm thinking about that that one tweet. Oh God. Gordon Ramsay. That's not enough out of you. I'm gonna listen to what he has to say. Now then, let's hear the truth about what you say you saw, Mr. Curls. The mean ones never die. No, they do not. Just rage all the time. I should start raging. You're not gonna believe this, but it's all true, I tell you. Try not to waste our time with your idiotic drivel. Alright. What's this special magic way? Did he fly? Did he fly? Oh. Now it's time for our next segment, Mo Knows. Isn't this the song you hate? Everything that I've said up until now has been the truth. When I looked out the window, the ringmaster was down and Max was standing above him. He wasn't wearing his white roses, but he was wearing the silk hat. If he was standing, there'd still be footprints, so I'm confused about that. That's when I saw he... Yep. Just flew off. This is the truth now, get ready for it. He flew, he jumped up and flew through the air. He flew right off and disappeared into the darkness. That's why there were no footprints. Flying people don't leave footprints. Curious. I told you it wasn't funny. Do you believe me now? Well, that was, how do you put this into words? Max is a world-class magician. But to leave the scene of a crime by flying, there's no way that actually happened. You're right. Why is she right? You believe the other witnesses. Why won't you believe me, especially since it's the best part of the story? To be honest, this is the first time I've heard of a flying criminal. What do you think about this witness's testimony? His eyes were playing tricks. He's telling the truth, this is all a dream. Well, if you're gonna let me say some. What he just said was so strange, I don't think he would have made it up. Which means that he's telling the truth? That's what I think. Nick, wait, that means that Max actually used magic. Oh, you're right. I didn't think so. I thought it was truth, but... I thought there was a but in there, but I guess not. Don't be ridiculous. Magic does not exist. Was I wrong? I suppose I would let you all in on my thinking regarding this matter. The criminal disappeared into the sky. I'd love to believe that, but I just can't wrap my head around how that could actually happen. If you disregard a need for proof, Ms. Von Karma's case is sound. However, I've got the feeling that this case is in dire need of more investigation. Thus, I'll conclude today's proceedings at this point. It's not a disputed fact that the criminal left no footprints at the scene. I'm at 2 hours. Tomorrow I want us to find out the reason behind this mystery of mysteries. I believe that's enough for today. Court is bye-bye. Court is bye-bye. I have to go watch General Hospital now. Hey, sweeties, what in the world's going on? That's what I want to know. They say the criminal flew off into the air and disappeared. Max, I can't believe I'm asking this, but you didn't fly that night, did you? I know you didn't mean to ask me such a fabulously stupid question. I can't fly whenever I please. It's not that easy. I need the pulleys. It looks so effortless for you on stage. It's not that simple. I'm not actually flying on stage. I use invisible wires and have them hoist me through the air. Yep. Wow, you just told me the secret to your magic. Oh, I broke the first rule, the cardinal rule, the only rule, yeah? Sorry, Max, we made you break a magician's creed to never reveal the secret of their tricks. Well, it's actually good because, you know, now you can... Whoa, he was using wire. What do we do now? All we can do now is hope we find the flying criminal in court tomorrow. Great idea. Let's do our best and catch this sucker. Sucker. Huh. I think I'm gonna do an ad break. Real quick. Really quick. Yeah. So let me pull up the thing. Boop. I'm going to go pee. I need to pee. What is this? Shield mode. Defend your channel in one click. I don't think I want to. Snooze your ads for 5 minutes? The heck? It's an ad break. I hope you get the ads. I'm sorry. Just 2 minutes. This is a 2-minute ad break. I do. What do you mean there are no ads? I do take forever to pee, because sometimes it just doesn't want to do the thing. I'm gonna stream me peeing next time. Then you'll all be sorry. You'll all be sorry. You'll all see. You'll all see. Oh, my bad. That'll be for my OnlyFans. Nick, what is it? I've got a confession to make. I'm terrible at figuring out magic tricks. Magic tricks? Yep, magic tricks are by their very definition tricks, right? But I can never figure out the tricks when I see them. That's because the tricks are performed by pros. They do it so you can't guess the trick. But the trick Pearly showed me was incredible. Rose did a magic trick? What kind of trick was it? Let's see. It looked like she pulled the end of her own thumb off. Oldest one in the book. How did she learn it? First, she put her right thumb next to her left hand, and then it just separated. She could move it up and down and everything. It was incredible. Really, was it kind of like this? How'd you do that? Nick, you're like a real magician. This is why I just can't figure out magic. I'm no good at it. Especially hard tricks, like flying away from the scene of murder. You'll take all the fun out of magic if you keep trying to figure it out. Besides, nowadays we have Google. How do I saw my friend in half? I don't see any... Actually, I never did figure out how that one works. Mirrors? I don't see any way out of this. We're stuck behind a rock, between a rock and a hard place. There's no way we can solve the mystery of the criminal flying by tomorrow. I was thinking, do you really think the criminal flew through the air? The only one who thinks that is Mo, right? He says that he saw it. Mo looked awfully serious when he said that. Do you think he might be trying to frame Max? If that was it, he would have simply said, I saw Max. That would have been enough. There's no reason why anyone would believe he flew. But what if the criminal really did fly? There's only one person who could do that, Max. You're really not helping my confidence here. Very random, but I suddenly want Euros. Specifically the closest Euros. Over the one next to Mariano's. That way. Yeah. Yeah. Is Olivia here? Shout out to her, almost saying a nearby town. The other day. Nah, it doesn't look like she is. I need gyros. Everyone seems to hate Max. Ben, Trillo, Mo, they all have nothing nice to say. My favorite thing is that the other day, Sammy was talking about Euros, but he didn't know how to pronounce it, and he just, kept casually saying it as gyros. Or gyros. I don't remember which one he went with, but, it made me so upset, and Katie knew that it was making me upset, so she kept, glancing at me. I didn't say anything to him, because he just kind of talks and doesn't really hear anything. But you're wrong. Maybe it's just a thing that's wrong with Sam's. Maybe. That magician does seem rather full of himself, doesn't he? Especially when he says things like customers only go to circus to see him. He even hit Ben over the head with a bottle. Ben probably deserved it. It's a Sam thing. That's what you go to your club about. Just go and pronounce things wrong. But that doesn't seem enough to frame another person for murder. It was proven that neither Ben nor Mo lied on the stand. Maybe Ben saw the ringmaster wearing Max's costume, but Mo clearly said that he saw Max himself. Let's examine things while you're here. Lately, they've been holding huge events at the Gatewater. It seems they've really become a top-class hotel. I wonder if that bellboy would remember us. Nick, you've been watering the plant every day, right? I've been thinking about watering it too. We don't want to drown poor Charlie. But he'd get bigger! Does she want the office to look like a tropical rainforest or something? You know about the new Steel Samurai movie they are making, don't you, Nick? Yeah, I heard that they're making a movie starring the new cast. It's already out. Critics say time to commit harakiri? She missed this action epic. What's harakiri? Okay, that's not. Hooray, a thoroughbred racehorse. Should hear how we say roof? Roof? Ruff? Is it roof? Is that how you say it? Do you say roof? It's roof. It's already out. Yeah. You know, I bet the star will win this year's Hero of Heroes Grand Prix. Alright, already. I'll go see the movie. I'm sorry to wrap this case up so we can see it. I want to see Wakanda forever. But not in theaters. because I'm not excited for it. I'm reading that one. You know I'm studying the law now, right? I put that bookmark on the page I was reading it. Don't you dare move it. You're reading these? A bookmark, huh? You missing? It was only on the second page. Well, you have to start somewhere, right? You do realize that you have 1,000 pages to go, right? Maybe you really should sell these books, Nick. I'm glad she, has other stuff. It's covered with dust. Maybe you should use your desk every now and then. Me too, dude. Rough? Rough. Why rough? I don't remember if this music played before. Oh, my sweeties! You mind hurrying up and getting me out of this place? Oh, that was just a fanfare. We're doing our best, Max. Just hang in there. A little while ago, some people from a local TV station came by, and since I'm a famed magician, they said, let's make you your very own TV special. Really? What kind of special? Maximilian Galactica, the parade, Great Prison Escape. It would be aired live. That sounds like it would be an awesome special. But if I do the special before I'm acquitted, they'll never let me out of here for real. Well, it would surely be an unnecessary addition to your troubles with the law. That's what I was thinking, but the production staff is already working on the show. If you don't get me out quick, I'll have no choice but to stage a real prison break. You seem awfully calm about that possibility. I'd have no choice. It would be a contractual obligation. That's show business. Uh-huh. I need another swig of my, my shoestrings. Mm-hmm. They're so good. I shoved too many into my mouth. That's my dinner. That was my dinner. Ooh, little bits. What do you mean? What do you mean? The night of the crime, you didn't happen to fly off into the sky, did you? Here's how everything went down, sweetie. At the time of the murder, I was sitting in the ringmaster's room. Not to mention, flying off into the sky is not just something I can do at will. I don't care what the stoogey clown says, it wasn't me. Max, do you mind teaching me the trick behind flying? Please, you'll have to forgive me, sweetie. The difference between me and cheap imitation magicians is that I keep my mouth shut. I don't teach people tricks, but I will say this much, it's much harder than you think. I want more. I could eat that entire tin. I want to save it. I was thinking about this in court today. I've got a favor to ask of you. Anything for you, sweetie. Be friends with the other performers at the circus. Fabulous. A great joke. Why would I be friends with a bunch of hacks like them? I've won on the world stage. I won the International Grand Prix. International Grand Prix? Performers should always look to perform on the world stage. But the performers at this circus are completely and utterly devoid of ambition. That's something that I can simply not tolerate. Something about what Max just said rings true to my ears. Oh my sweeties want to hear all about the Grand Prix, don't they? To be honest, though, I've told this story like 100 times already, so it's a bit boring. We're sorry to make you tell it again. You must not have heard me. I am really sick of telling this story. But what can you do? I'm Maximilian Galactica. I suppose I could tell it again. Voila! Here, take a look at this. I just happen to have a picture from the Grand Prix with me. Just look at that fabulous stage. I like the girls more. Who's that statue? You look so happy. That was the first stage that I ever flew on. I flew right over the audience. The crowd erupted into applause. At that time, I thought to myself I could die right then and die a happy man. I'll never forget how I felt that night. The emotions. The acclaim. Nope, it's Grand Prix. There's an X there. It's Grand Prix. By the way, I think everyone who is a performer should get to experience that feeling. I just wish I could explain that to the other people in the circus. That's incredible, Max. I want a trophy too. Hey Nick, how about you buy me a trophy? That's not how you earn a trophy, Maya. Why, sweeties, you can have this picture of my triumph. Just make sure you show it to all the other members of the circus. Look and learn. That's what you should tell them. Learn how to get thrown in jail. Grand Prius photo added. If I comes before X, the X is silent. That's not how that works. That's not how that works at all. You hear that? It sounds like two people arguing. Alright, let's do it. Are you ready? Yes. Quit your whining. Let's just give this a shot already. Alright, let's go. Row, row, row your boat. Row, row, row your boat. What are you doing? Gently down the stream. Come on, you know that. I'm trying my best, but Trillo, this just isn't gonna work. Do you enjoy saying dumb things? You're gonna have to be on your own someday. If you can't handle something as simple as this, what are you gonna do then? Hello, Ben. Hello to you too, Trillo. What are you doing here? Can't you see we're on a secret crash training course? It is for that specific word. That's the only exception, huh? Nah, dude. I'm not buying it. The French, or whoever created that word, they're bad people. Secret crash training? Whoa. Yes, Trilo wouldn't give up until I said we'd try out his new idea for a new routine. So we were trying to sing in a round for our new ventriloquism act. In a round? You can really do that? That's incredible. See, even they're surprised by the idea. I told you. You're not the only ones. You even surprised me with your idea. Once we've got a grip on the basics, it's just a matter of practice. You think so? I almost forgot. I wanted to give this back to you. There it is. Now I've got this ring back, it's time to take one more shot at Regina. Really? Weird. I don't think anything's ever been taken out of the court record. I don't remember. Like, given back. The Italians did? Well, the Italians are dumb. 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 I know that you already testified in court today. You want to talk about what we saw, right? At first we thought it was Old Man. Just looking at his walk and how he acted, right, Ben? Oh yeah, that's right. But then he said hello and he didn't even get a reply. Not to mention he was draping those gaudy symbols. What would you have thought if he wasn't wearing those symbols? What do you think, Ben? Well, I would have thought it was the ringmaster. Something just isn't adding up here. I wonder who they really saw. Yeah, but I'm the best one. I'm the best Italian. Except for when Caroline's oven screws up my masticholi. I'm a little salty about that. Really hate that. I'm sure they also hated that. The customers. I don't know if they ever got a call. I am curious how it tasted. I was hoping I could ask you about Regina. I'm completely serious about her, that's why I'm waiting for her, even now. Really, that's so sweet. But if you really wanted to see Regina, shouldn't you check out the tent? You haven't got a clue about things, do you, sweetheart? Waiting like this is part of being in love. No? If you had a clue, you wouldn't know that you would know that waiting is such sweet, wonderful torture. When your body aches for your partner's love, that's one of the best parts. No? Yeah, I knew that. Poor Maya. She's so red she looks like a vine-ripe tomato. Or they should have made her portrait red. So how's this new routine working out? Will you two just take a chill pill already? Our routines are secret. We're gonna take the ventriloquism world by storm. It'll be a real revolution. Well, that sounds incredible. But let me make one thing clear. We're not gonna take on the world just because that jerk said we should. Performers should aim for the world. Who does he think he is? Truly, you seem to really be fired up about all this. He needs to realize that he isn't the only one who can conquer the world stage. You're right, you're right. Mark my words, I, Trillo, will win the Grand Prix. You're the man now, doll. Row, row, row your boat will be the key to a glorious victory. Not to rain on your parade, but wouldn't a more mature song be best? Hey, you've got to start somewhere, right? Don't screw this up. You've got to be a part of this, too. Alright, so if he told me to show the picture to everybody, would you mind taking a look at this? That, it's... I guess we won't need you to look at this after all. Okay. Let's go to the lodging house plaza. Oh, hi, Gumshoe. Oh, it's you too. You look like you just got hit by a truck. Shouldn't you get some rest? I'm taking a rest right now, pal. I've been listening to some crazy clown's life story. Von Karma told me to come down here and do this for her. I figured as much. Let me tell you something, pal. Listen to that old clown sucks all your energy. Every time he's done talking, he looks at you like you should be doing something. I think he's waiting for you to laugh at his jokes. I know that, pal. Do you have any idea how much your face hurts if you fake laughing that much? Yeah, really. Francesca really set you up bad this time, didn't she? If you ask me, she should be listening to Mo herself. No way, pal. You're not gonna get me to backbite a woman with a whip? No way. Backbite? Why are you defending her? Prosecutor Von Karma's always got her eyes on us. And every time you definitely don't want her to show up, there she is. Don't show up, don't show up, don't show up, don't show up. Looks like she's wound him up pretty tight. She's directly above us as we speak. How's that possible? According to the clown, the culprit jumped from here and disappeared into the sky. If that's what happens, it means the killer passed right by this window, pal. Who lives in that room behind the window up there? The acrobat's got his room up on the 3rd floor, it seems. Pretty soon, Von Karma's gonna start her investigation up there. So don't get any ideas of going up to the acrobat's room. So she's not there yet. Once she's done with her investigation, I think I'll go up there and check it out. But I want to go now. Mo's not here. If he was here, you would have been able to tell even before he stepped into this room. I'm sure you would have heard him laughing away. What do you think he is laughing at when he's all by himself? I thought he was just thinking up new jokes. He must really love his work. I thought I could go... Thought I could go from up there. I guess not. You're falling asleep? I mean, I'm ending soon. I got through the main part, so... Let me just, I don't know. I can end soon. I can check, like, the remaining areas. I mean, there aren't too many left. Mary left. Lame. You'll try to stay up. Up to you. Up to you. I know you like this. I know you like to see this. I don't want you to miss any. Though if it's ever 9 o'clock, you will miss some, I suppose. Unfortunately, let me... Yeah, alright. I guess that works. Or... There we go.
You fool!
She's here lurking? Is she? Mary! Mary, 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 Mary! Mary. I will keep going. I'll keep going! Keep going, stop yelling. I don't know, but if she's with that tiger, I don't want to find out. Let's hurry up and get out of here. Nick, you're kind of a chicken, aren't you? No, I'm just allergic to wild tigers. It's not wild. Let's go to the cafeteria. Oh, found him. Welcome to the wonderful, the fabulous, the cafeteria. He's in an awfully good mood. You know what time it is? Riddle time! Why does everyone cry when they eat Mexican pizza? Come on, you can answer this. It's easy. Because cafeteria Mexican pizza is possibly a weapon of bowel destruction? Wrong. Try again. Okay, what do you think, girlie? I got it. No, you didn't. Are you listening? Are you actually listening? Oh, hi, Mary. Nothing. I just testing. What is your answer? Because they're in the cafeteria. That's awful. That's awful. That's terrible. You're having dinner? What are you eating? Exactly. It's an incredibly sad place, that cafe. God, he's terrible. I hate him. What's going on? He's being too nice. You're listening with your eyes closed. You can't do that. What the heck? I have dinner here, too. These are really good. They're amazing. So good. Randomly screen in case I pass out. I can do that. Mom's not home yet, I think. So I can just go, ah! And that'll be a good time. Which I guess voice activates the case log. Tamales? Oh wait, no. Just tamal. I don't know what tamal is. I think you've mentioned it before, but I don't know what it is. I don't remember. Today's been a really crazy day, hasn't it? You're telling me. I didn't think it was going to be so tough. I was a tough crowd. That's what you call a crowd that refuses to laugh. For instance, it was such a tough crowd that this morning I had to smash watermelons. I told them all a great story and even greater jokes, but no one busted out laughing. You even used the famed no-shoes joke. How can you not laugh at stunning comedy like that? Tamal or tamale, same thing? I thought it was different. You probably did show me. It's hard to keep track. Are you 100% sure about your testimony today? I saw what I saw, I swear. That creep just flew through the air. It wasn't exactly flying per se, it was more like floating. Hovering even. The silhouette of his face made me positive it was Max. If you don't see a psych lock, you must be telling the truth. Okay. Let's show you the picture. Not this picture. He showed it to you guys too. You've seen it? Well, you know what they say about Max. He really gets around. What? Alright. You didn't just show me the picture. What do you mean? He showed me his bust, too. Let me tell you, that thing is enormous. Question mark? I have showed you what tamales are. I mean, I know what a tamale is. I just thought that tamal was something separate from a tamale. I didn't know they were the same thing. We sell tamales at the deli, actually. Well, sometimes. We've like kind of discontinued them, but not really. It's weird. It's mostly because of the freezer being the worst place in existence, and some people being the worst people in existence. Heyo. It's in the picture, I think. He'd make us worship it every day. He made us bow to his greatness. Hello? He's got a big bust? I wouldn't mind hearing more about Max's bust. Not that I'm into that sort of thing. Oh, it's amazing. Tell me about the bust. Max's bust should be on that small table over there. There's nothing over there. Really? Oh yeah. When was it? I'd say about 5 days ago, all of a sudden the bust disappeared. That's important. If you want to see it, there's a photo on the bulletin board over there. Max just had to put the picture up. This thing is really cool. Nick, I want someone to make a bust of me. Sure, as long as I'm not paying for it. Bronze statue taken from cafeteria before the crime. Is there anything else that's changed about this place? Nope, nothing's changed that I can see. I wonder if he's actually thinking about this, or if he's setting up a bad joke. Nope, I'm drawing a blank here. White Mo was a good Mo in my book. I guess there really aren't any other things that have changed, huh? Well, there is this one teeny tiny thing that does seem different. Tell us. Well, on the morning of the crime, over on that bulletin board, this piece of paper was posted front and center. It's torn, so I don't know what it said, but I could see its title. Yikes. It says, "To the murderer!" Somebody made a note? Yep, that's what it says, but the rest of it has been ripped off. And I don't know who posted it. When did you find this? The morning before the murder. Before the murder? Yes, the ringmaster was killed the night after this paper was discovered. Who in the world posted this thing? Alright. Should I yell? Ah! Nick, I think we'd better follow up on this important lead. Ah. Ooh, That counts too. Max and the ringmaster had their talk in this room. That could have been when the ringmaster put on Max's costume and went outside. Why do you do that anyway? Was it really that cold or something? Nothing really new to examine. Everything else looks nice, but this desk looks old and cheap. There's a really big photo on the desk. Picture of Regina and her father. He really loved her, didn't he? Well, Regina was lucky to have such a wonderful father. She probably did it. Look at all the stars on this poster. He used to promote their public appearances. We should make posters to promote our law firm. She already said that before. Yeah, so none of that's new. I guess while I'm here I can look at things. I don't know. I don't know if I should look around elsewhere. Actually, I don't think I ever examined in here, did I? Those lights are huge. If they fell from the ceiling, you'd be going to the circus in the sky. Life is so fragile, isn't it, Nick? It can be snuffed out in an instant by falling gargantuan lights. It's so fragile that I've decided to eat as much good food as I can before I die. Like hamburgers. Apparently you didn't notice the big sign that said closed by the Saxon. It's closed. Hey look, that's where Max makes his grand appearance. It's grand, alright. I want to try enter court like that. How'd I know that she'd say that? Oh, I'd probably show the bust to Max. The seats are so far away from the ring, but they make up for it with the amount of people that can see a show. Do you think that if every person in the audience screamed all at once, the vibration they'd create could cause the big top to collapse? I'm glad I don't pay you to come up with this stuff. A ladder. It's just a step ladder. What's the difference? I do the same thing, right? I think you should stick with the basic facts of the matter. Okay. It's not even worth arguing with her on this one. Boxes. There doesn't seem to be anything here that can help us, not a single clue. No, I've been meaning to ask you. What exactly do you mean when you say clue? What are you looking for? A bloody chainsaw, for instance. Well, there's definitely not one of those here. Bloody chainsaw. It's a rope, probably for tightrope walking. That's a bit strange. There weren't any tightrope walkers in the show when we saw it. Okay. Nope. I can either go, probably, let's see. Is she done in here? Nope. So I think I have to go back to Max. Let's show him the bust. Or this. Do you know anything about this note? The morning of the murder, it was posted on the wall in the cafeteria. I do know all about that note. When I read it, my heart certainly skipped a beat. Your heart skipped a beat? While I was enjoying my morning tea, the ringmaster and company entered the room. And company? I guess it wasn't really a company, it was just the ringmaster and my sweetie pie. When the ringmaster read the note, he turned an incredibly bright red. All of a sudden, he tore it off the walls and shoved it into the pocket of his tailcoat. Out of curiosity, what in the world was written on that thing? Let's see. Oh, I don't want to steal the fun from my sweeties. Go and find out on your own. I'm sure you can find it somewhere. Isn't my murder trial so fun? I don't want to ruin it. You might also want to ask my sweetie pie princess. What about your bust? Alright. He does not care about his bust. That definitely triggered stuff, though. I do know where his thing is. His coat. Right in here. Hey, do you see that? There's a scrap of paper shoved into the pocket of the tailcoat. I've got a feeling I know what that is. I bet that's the other half of the note that Mo gave us. Let's hurry up and check this thing out. I knew it. It fits perfectly with the other piece. What does it say? To the murderer, I have conclusive evidence of what took place. Meet me at 10 p.m. tonight at the Lodging House Plaza. Tonight at 10 p.m. That's when the murder took place. Now we need to find out who called out the ringmaster. Torn by ringmaster found his tailcoat. That was there the first time, too. Wow. I can't find Regina. Oh, hi, Gumshoe. Hey, I'm sure you did a good job as usual. Well, I am done with the investigation of the acrobat, finally. But with Von Karma... I love that beeping, I don't know why. Nick, what is that? That beeping sound. It's Von Karma. Every time I hear that sound, she's usually not far behind. Some sort of pager or something? If you don't mind, pal, I'm gonna go ahead and get out of here quick. See ya, pal. He has a freaking alarm for it. For her to show up. I didn't know that Gumshoe could run that fast. So much for being a flatfoot. Never seen a grown man so afraid of girls still in her teens. They're terrifying. Well, let's go inside. It's freezing out here. The wind has biting his... Oh. Is biting his lashes from a whip. Is Maya dead? She really did appear. It was a real battle today in court, wasn't it, Mr. Phoenix, right? Did you have to jump out and scare us like that? What can I do for you? Tomorrow will be the day my dream finally comes true. You mean the story of my defeat at your hands making the national news? National news? You possess such a small sense of scale. The global news, Mr. Phoenix, right? Your miserable plight will be known internationally. I don't think it will. I think she might be overestimating the importance of a win by just a smidge. Miss Von Karma, it appears you got your hands onto something big, huh? I'm amazed you picked up on that much. Anyone could. You couldn't hide that look of victory with 10 paper bags on your head. It's amazing. I've got conclusive evidence and a conclusive witness. Need any more hints? Wake up. 1 and 2. You must mean the acrobat, right? I'm putting in the summons for him to be called as a witness as we speak. It's the final nail in your coffin. Yeah, I get it already. You want to be in this for me. I can't worry about her. I've got to try and find out more info myself. Why do you keep giving Nick the evil eye? It doesn't matter if you prove the defendant guilty tomorrow. Nothing will be able to bring your dad back. My dad? You must mean the esteemed Manfred von Karma. Of course, your dad. I know you miss him. Enough out of you. One more word and you'll get a mouthful of whip. Now, when did I ever bring up my papa's name in this or any other conversation? True. Then what's this revenge thing you're talking about? You won't understand, Mr. Phoenix, right? I have to see him again, one more time. I'm sure you know to whom I refer. Miles Edgeworth. Oh. Okay. Miles Edgeworth? Why do you need Edgeworth? Why would you even bring him up? You haven't forgotten, have you? Do you know who it was that trained the gifted prosecutor? Miles Edgeworth. Manfred von Karma. Exactly right. It was my papa. It means that Edgeworth was... Right again. Miles was like a little brother to me. But Edgeworth and Nick are the same age. Yeah, what? The man who inspired me to become an attorney. I fought against him in a few cases. But a little after that case was over, he vanished. It's your fault he is gone. Isn't it literally Manfred's? Isn't it literally your dad's fault? I'm pretty sure it's your dad's fault. He kinda sucked. Not gonna lie. It's the truth, isn't it, Mr. Phoenix, right? Nick, what does she mean? Hold on. I want to see something real quick. I want to present my badge to her. She hit me again. Maybe you should hold off on the wild goose chases. Alright, hold on. What if I show her herself? Wow, okay. So she's just gonna do that for everything. She's just gonna whip Maya every time. That sucks. Edgeworth was never quite the same after that case, and then with that case after that one, he never set foot into a court again. And then one day, he just vanished. All he left was a simple note at the prosecutor's office. Prosecutor Miles Edgeworth chooses death. That was 1 year ago. It was a few months after you left to go back home. Mr. Edgeworth is dead? I don't believe it. He's still alive, I'm sure of it. Somewhere in this world, he's still alive. Miles Edgeworth chooses death. Of course he did. You ruined his reputation as a prosecutor. You effectively killed the prosecutor in him. Just like your victory muddied the honorable name Von Karma. I'm going to find him. And then I'm going to teach him his rightful place with my own 2 hands. What does that mean? I already told you this once. Don't make me do it again. Don't bring up his name in front of me again, okay? Miss Von Karma? What? I don't know if you were God's gift to prosecutors or not, but I've had enough of you. Him too. What in the world happened? This dog is all bark and no bite. He's already been defeated. Regardless, I have nothing to inform you two of today. Tomorrow will be the greatest courtroom battle this country has ever seen. I don't know. The Rise from the Ashes was pretty good. Let's go. We need to talk with the performer on the 3rd floor. Sorry I brought it up, Nick. Acro's room. Out of curiosity, let me see. I just want to see something real quick. Don't worry about me. This one? So... Okay. I'm about halfway through the investigation portion. Alright. I could probably keep going. I could probably end the investigation portion, actually, because I'm at 242. Oh. Wait, is he... Are you in a wheelchair? You're an acrobat. Did you fail? You must be Phoenix Wright. Pleased to meet you. I'm Ken Dingling. Ken Dingling. Why is your name Dingling? But here at the circus, everyone just calls me Acro. How do you know my name? The detective told me. He said you'd definitely show up here. Acro, you're a member of the circus as well? That's right. I mainly performed on the tightrope or the flying trapeze. But nowadays, all I perform in is my wheelchair. Why do you got birds? Acro, why did you join the circus? When I was a kid, my parents failed miserably at business. And one night, they decided to run away from it all without me. Okay. The only person who was willing to take my parents' place was the ringmaster. He took such incredible care of me. He was truly a lifesaver. Seems like the ringmaster was truly a saint. Trying to think. He was. That's why I decided to do something very important. I decided that I would devote my entire life to finding a way to repay him. And now, look how someone repaid him for all the good in his life. Such a shame. Sometimes I think that he was almost too kind. Perhaps he was too kind to his performers, perhaps he was too kind to his daughter. I wonder if he spoiled Regina. Regina's so cute, she's truly a princess. Truly a princess. Are you sure that's a good thing? It's really not. Do I detect a hint of a grudge against Regina? Did you do it? I'm sorry to ask, but why are you in a wheelchair? The nerves in my legs were badly damaged. And you can't walk now? I can't even stand now. And since I live on the 3rd floor, I can't even leave this building by myself. But where were you the first time? By yourself. The accident happened during an acrobatic session, right? Oh, he's hiding something. I don't know. He seems sus. Cyclops. It doesn't seem like Acro's injuries were acrobatic in nature. What's on your mind, Mr. Wright? Exactly when were you injured? It's been almost 6 months since I was hurt. I injured my legs during practice. 6 months ago? What in the world went on at the circus then? I stopped by yesterday and noticed that you weren't in your room. I was at the hospital all day. You went there for rehab? What about the murder? Of course I knew about it. I spoke with the police before they allowed me to go to the hospital. Before I got the call from the prosecutor, I was convinced that it was all a dream. I just couldn't believe it. When I saw what I saw... What you saw? That sounded really ominous. What'd you witness? What'd you see, Acro? That night, I was in bed sleeping when I heard a huge sound coming from below my window. I wanted more of those. I see. The scene of the crime was right below your window. That's when I looked out the window. What did you see? Would he have crawled over? I don't even see his, wheelchair. He was flying straight up into the air. He? Max. That's what I thought he'd say. You're positive that it was Max you saw flying? I'm absolutely sure. There's no doubt in my mind. Alright, let's present the... What was it? The bust? Max, right? You have to forgive me, but I try not to think about him. Don't even look at it. Looks like something's really weighing on him. It was a Grand Prix photo. My badge! What do you think of this? I'm sorry, but in my present physical condition, I don't really know much about what goes on outside this room. Don't worry about it, no need to apologize. Well, he seems nice. He probably did it, though. I probably don't have what I need, but we'll see. I do have a lot of evidence and stuff. I like how the birds fly away for this. I gotta stop eating those, they're so good. I have to ask you, how were you injured? I'm sorry, I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during practice. During practice, huh? Yes, unfortunately acrobats are prone to all sorts of injuries. He's lying. If that were the real cause, he'd have no reason to keep it secret. Are you really telling me that a practice accident was the cause of your injury? Let's see. Broken bottle. Monkey. A box, a bottle. No, I feel like I don't have it. I don't think I have anything for this. No. I'm gonna say no. Because usually when that happens, I've learned that you have to go out and look for more. Circus entrance. Top. If I could run into Regina again. Okay, Regina's here, probably. I've got a bad feeling about this. Rawr. Rawr. Wonderful. Today's special must be Filet-O-Phoenix. Say heal. Heal! Oh, Maya, Nick, it's you guys. I'm sorry, I guess I made a mistake. Mistake? Yeah, a little one. I was thinking of teaching whatever primate was out there a lesson, but I was expecting more of a monkey than a human. Huh? Why are you so rude? It's a pity but about what happened to the ringmaster. Dad? Everyone loved him, didn't they? He must have been quite a man. He was. I love my dad so much. I hate to say it, but she doesn't seem all that broken up about her father. That's why I feel so lonely. Not that I won't be able to see him for a while. For a while? Did nobody tell her? Did she not know? When Leon died, I talked with my dad, and he told me that when someone dies, they just become a star in the heavens. Oh. That means my dad is looking down on me from the sky. That's why I love the night so much. I can see everyone who's gone. When someone dies, they just become a star. That's kind of sweet. But I bet you there's no way that Maya believes that. What do you mean there's no way I believe that? How did she hear me? Do you think that one day I'll be a star too? Of course. You really think so? Yeah, you will, I think. I've got a feeling that everyone's doing great up there in the sky. I wonder if everything's alright with Regina. Are you okay? Just to go back and clear something up, why'd you want to teach Money a lesson? Because he's a meanie. He's got something that means a lot to me. Means a lot to you. It must be something shiny, right? Actually, it's a stage costume. It's got lots of spangles. It's really beautiful. You should see it. When the costume gets hit by the spotlight, it dazzles. And it's a returning. If you saw that monkey, you'd get my costume back for me, wouldn't you? It's really important to me. Gladly, but of course, I'll get it for you. Leave it all up to us. Guess there's no turning down that request. You're really gonna do it? What about the award? There's no denying it. Max is cool. I want to try flying someday with Max. She's already flown off into her own little world. I want to try flying too. Okay, I'll think about it. It's Acro. Is he in his room today? Yes, he is. We just came back from meeting with him. I hope his legs get better soon. Acro's so incredible, especially on the trapeze. The trapeze is that enormous swing hanging from the top of the tent, right? Yep, that's it. I really want to see him up there again. Acro the Acrobat. That's strange. Acro doesn't seem to have very many nice things to say about Regina. But Regina seems to like Acro just fine. Uh-oh. He might be a square. Nothing on that, huh? You know about the pepper? Wait. Not really good at figuring out hard things. That's pepper, isn't it? From the cafeteria. From the cafeteria. It's not? I remember seeing it there. This cafeteria's pepper. I'm not a big fan of pepper. Maybe I'll go back to the cafeteria? Mo's gone. There's a message on the board. I'm hungry, so I'm off to get some hamburgers. Love, Mo. Hamburger. Just thinking about it is making me hungry. All of a sudden, I need a burger bad. All of a sudden, I need a new partner bad. I want a burger. I might as well check here. Nobody in there. Let's go back to the entrance. Let's talk to you about a certain someone. He doesn't care. What about you? Oh, dang it. Alright, present. Acro. I don't take on apprentices. Just look at the face on this one. It's not what I'd call fabulous. What if I show him himself? Do you mind taking a look at this? I guess I have no choice, but really, is this the proper time or place for this? He signed his own photo. You mind giving me that when the case is over? Would you like to come up on stage with me sometime? Really? Is that really okay? I'll bring you up on stage as a volunteer from the audience. I'll give you something before the show, and then on stage, you'll sneak it to me. Wait a second, he's planning her in the audience to rig a magic trick? Alright. He didn't care about that. He didn't care about that. I didn't really get anything new from him, so... Or for the acrobat. I feel like I have to show Regina something else. I did show the bust, right? I don't remember. I showed the bust. She said that about... I don't know. About the... Yeah, no, she said that about the photo. The Grand Prix photo. Nope. Regina, have you... Oh, right, they were together. Regina, have you ever seen this before? I know what this is. Well, it was in my pocket for a while. It was in your pocket? This piece of paper was in your pocket. I guess I noticed it was in there around breakfast time. Breakfast time? Yeah, I always take Acro his breakfast in the morning. That's when I also take out the trash in his room. Then I go to the cafeteria and eat my own breakfast. That's when you realize the piece of paper was in your pocket? Yep, but since I'm not a murderer, I just figured it belonged to someone else's pocket. And then what? I wonder if the person who lost it was in trouble. So, you didn't put it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria, did you? I did! I stuck it up there. How'd you know? So it was Regina who put it up there, because she's a ditz. When did that happen? The morning of the murder, I think. That explains a lot. Wonder who wrote this? Gotta be Acro. Nothing else to talk to you about? I mean, that gives me some more info somewhat, but like... I don't know, dude. I guess... Should I find... Actually, let me go back to Mo's room. I didn't try in there. Yeah, okay, here we go. I hear something. Stop it, Nick. You're scaring me. Oh. Nick, it's money! That monkey's holding something. That's a nice thing. That's it. That's the thing that means a lot to Regina. I'm gonna take on this monkey attorney style. Stay, give it back, monkey brain. Ooh, 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 scratch, scratch. I don't know if any of this is gonna work, so ooh, ooh, ooh. The monkey talk. There's so much happening. I tried to have a monkey-to-monkey talk with him. I really did. Nick, you... I swiped it while Money was distracted. Wow, you're really on the ball today, Nick. Let me see it. You can see it fine from where you are. You know what I mean. I really want to try on Regina's costume. Maybe then they'll take you in at the circus and I can get some peace and quiet. Jesus. What's the matter now? It doesn't fit me at all. I guess it's time for you to lay off the burgers. Not to mention, it doesn't look like something any girl I know would actually wear. Not my size at all. Alright, well, I found it, so let's go back to Regina. Not there. Not there. No. Ah! Wah. No. Here you go. Oh, thank you. You really got it back for me. Don't mention it. I love you, Mr. Attorney. That's nothing. No wonder guys melt mush in front of this girl. Hey, Regina. That costume's yours, right? I tried it on, but it didn't fit me. Huh? This costume? This isn't mine. It was Leon's. You know, the lion she told us about. That'd be big. That would have to be a really big, thing. The one that... The heck? The one that someone killed. Leon. He was killed, wasn't he? That's right, my dad killed him. Why? Well, Leon did something really bad during practice. Leon was sitting down, and then he opened his mouth, you know. Was it Acro? Usually when he did that, I would put my head into his mouth. Wait, you put your head into a lion's mouth? I sure did. The people in the crowd always loved seeing me do that. They'd always start screaming. You sure they were screaming because they loved seeing you do that? Anyways, what was a bad thing? Oh yeah, Leon bit someone during that practice. Regina, everything was alright though, right? No, it wasn't alright. That was the problem. My dad was incredibly angry. And that's when Leon... Yeah, that's when he became a star in the sky. Poor thing. Shot by the ringmaster 6 months ago for biting a performer. Ugh. Why would he bite a performer, though? I have Leon. Do I go back to... Do I go back to him now? Didn't say which performers, so it's like... Let me go to Acro's room. I'm trying to remember what the first prompt was for Acro. I feel like they would just tell me it's Acro. Right? What if I present it to you? Haha, I don't know anything about a lion that was killed. Whoa. Okay, well... I feel like there would be some kind of... Ben's useless. Oh, there's something in the cafeteria again. Okay. Something smells fantastic, so we know it can't be Mo. Wait, I know what it is. It's Boyga's. Hello, welcome to the Bistro de Cirque, aka the cafeteria. It smells so good in here, and those burgers look great. She's drooling like she's some sort of crazed burger monster. Me too. I am too. My burgers are the best. Juicy meat, toasted buns, spatching with sauce. They're absolutely irresistible to anyone with a hankering for a burger. One bite will send you into hamburger heaven. I bet. I can tell by the smell. I'm getting hungry too. Those burgers must have some kind of special power. Now that the ringmaster's gone, what are you gonna do? That's all I've thought about the past 2 days. Everyone loved Russell. You've heard Acro's story, haven't you? Like how he was adopted when he was younger? He's calmed down a bit now, but he was livid when he heard about the murder. Acro was so upset that he said he couldn't go on. Was that upset? Yes, it was. Anyway, I gave it some thought. Maybe I should give up on trying to be a half-baked clown. I've been thinking of trying on the ringmaster's shoes. Max would still be an issue, though. He may be a bit mean and hard to work with, but it's hard to argue his importance. He's probably the reason the circus is still around. A lot of what he says is right. All that's left is to see if everyone can get over the tragedy. The tragedy? You know? What is he talking about? Get over it? What tragedy, Mo? Don't worry about it. It's nothing. Nothing at all. It must mean the tragic death of the ringmaster, right? Yes, that's it. You're right, girlie. Dang. Correctamundo. Doesn't he mean ding? Mo, I mean no disrespect here, but are you lying to us? No, 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 what makes you think that? Just the way you said if everyone can get over the tragedy seems a bit strange. Sounded like you were talking about something from a long time ago. Mo, I'm right, aren't I? Ooh, he has a psych lock too? Alright. You have 2 and he has 3. So now we're getting closer to the truth. It was about 6 months ago. I was just a little accident. Give me a break. Us old men have accidents. I wear big pants for a reason. Alright. Mary, what are you doing? I feel like Sam left. Probably. Well, please tell us what happened 6 months ago. What in the world went on at this circus? Huh. Okay. There's no need to look so scary when you ask me. Hey, look over there! Some juicy burgers. Let's eat instead. Unfortunately, I'm more of a grilled chicken sandwich man myself. Speak for yourself. Actually, I've kind of got an idea of what happened back then. Mo, you said something about an accident? This wouldn't happen to be the cause of that accident, would it? Leon? Yeah. I heard a little bit about it from Regina. Leon made a mistake during a practice, right? How did you... I told them so many times, you shouldn't be doing such dangerous acts. Like putting your head inside Leon's mouth, right? Yeah, but Regina believed in Leon. She believed so strongly that the ringmaster went along. He never could say no to her. Out of curiosity, who was bitten? Come on, Mo. Don't clam up on me now. Who did Leon bite on the head? I promised I wouldn't say anything. You promised? He's involved in this, too. He's involved, huh? Mo must be talking about. Mo, is this the person that you promised... you promised you wouldn't say anything? It's probably Acro, considering everybody... He just showed up. Must have been Acro, right? How did you know? Heck yeah, dude. Don't worry about that, Mo. Getting to the bottom of this accident may help solve what happened to the ringmaster. No way. I need to know the truth about what happened to Russell. Please tell me what you know. I'm sorry, Acro. Look at that healer. Just like you said, the accident. Did someone die? No, but it would probably have been better if he had. How would that have been better, suffering? He's still alive, but when he got bit, he suffered a massive brain damage. He'll never recover from the coma that he's in. All he does now is lie in his bed at the hospital, which is why Acro went to the hospital. And that's all he's ever going to be able to do. Let's see, how is he related to Acro? He's his brother. The person who got bit was Acro's brother. I would give him a motive. Well, they were an acrobat team of brothers, Acro and Bat. That's probably why Acro... No, I don't know. That's probably why Acro hates Regina. They were an acrobat team of brothers, Acro and Bat. Cute nicknames, I thought. Anyways, they were an incredible team, cut down together in their prime. Who's Acro's younger brother? Sean Dingling, but everyone always called him Bat. He fell in love with Regina, trying to win her love was his downfall. Everyone seems to fall in love with Regina. 6 months ago, while we were practicing, all of a sudden Bat blurts out, "Let me perform the play on him." Why'd he do that? I don't know, but that's what caused the accident. I'll never forget that moment. It was so strange. Leon had the weirdest look on his face. He was smiling. Leon? Yeah, Leon. When he bit down, he was smiling. Huh? Some sick grin. No way, that's impossible. A smirking lion, a flying murderer. Why does it seem that it's always Mo who catches all of these incredible events? Nick, can lions smile? I don't think so. We never told the police about the incident. The circus would have been shut down if we had. Next day, the ringmaster took Leon out and shot him with a rifle. So that's what happened. Well, you guys were so serious, what was I supposed to do? I had to tell you. But all this truthfulness has put me in the mood for a burger. Here, you two have some pepper. There he goes again, acting like his normal crazy self. Maya sneezes. Same, dude. What a wonderful sneeze. Think so? You sneeze with pepper and slip on a banana peel as basic clownmanship. Really? I know you gotta understand that. I don't get it. I think I'd make a good clown. Other than Regina, I've never seen a cute sneezer. Does Regina sneeze with pepper too? She does. Bat would always tease her with pepper. She did say she didn't like pepper. From my point of view, those two always look so perfect together. Look perfect together, huh? Interesting. Hey, what do you have to say about Bat? I've already given my heart to another man, so I'm not interested in rolling a dating service. 22 and 26. Maybe I can do something with Acro now? Ah, Mr. Wright, back again, I see. He did say I'll be back. Wait, or was that someone else? Fuck. We're back because Acro's hiding why his legs were injured. He was hurt in the accident 6 months ago. It seemed that he knows what we know. Seems you've got things you want to talk about, so fire away! Let me save here real quick. You're just lurking? Well, what else are you doing? While you lurk. Usually there's, like, multitasking involved of some sort. What you doing? I have to ask you, how are you injured? I'm probably gonna end when... I think this is probably the end of the investigation sequence. So I'll probably end when it, like, does that transition to the next, the trial. Eh? Oh. Ah! I see. Ah! You're just screaming? I'm sorry, I thought we talked about this. It was an accident that happened during practice. I did already read all of this. Are you really telling me that a practice accident was the cause of your injury? Oh, it was Leon. 6 months ago, you were attacked by the lion. That's when you were injured. Because, yes, okay. Alrighty then. Why are you screaming? I know I'm on the right track, I just need to keep going. You're saying that I was attacked by a lion? That's what I'm saying. Sorry, Mr. Wright, but I'm an acrobat. I'm no animal tamer. If a lion was coming at me, I'd be running for the exit. Maybe attacked is not the best word to be using. So let me rephrase that, as battled the lion. You seem to enjoy telling jokes. Why would I decide to battle a lion? Because you had to fight it. You had to fight it to save someone. I thought he had 3 for some reason. Mostly what? What? Also feeling dead inside. Oh, mostly screaming. Well, stop it. Yeah. It was a shame that what happened to your brother 6 months ago. You tried to save him, didn't you? And that's how you got that terrible injury. Oh, he does have 3. I'm just stupid. He must have told you. Yeah, we learned about Bat from Mo. But he didn't mention anything about you in regards to the accident. I suppose it was just a slip of the tongue on his part. That's how I figured it out. Slip of the tongue? Anyways, they were an incredible team, cut down together in their prime. That was where he slipped, and that's how I figured it out. You two ended up at the center of the same accident, together, like always. But an accident is an accident. It wasn't anyone's fault. Still haven't broken Acro's last psych lock. This must be one incredibly deep-seated secret. Because screaming is my eternal mood. Fair enough. Scream with me. Ah! 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 Ah. It wasn't anyone's fault. Do you care to explain more? Acro, I know you're still hiding something from me. Maybe someone you don't seem to like much is the reason you're being evasive.
Take that!
He hates Regina. You always seem calm and collected until you start talking about her. Saying things like she's cruel. Well done, Mr. Attorney. You've got quite the set of eagle eyes. You know, her tiger tried to attack me. Regent tried to attack you? Twice. He wasn't serious, I'm sure. You're not trying to insinuate that I believe she spurred on Leon to attack that, are you? Leon was never taught a command to attack people. Regina isn't capable of doing anything like that. Besides, Regina had no reason to want to hurt my little brother. Regina and Bat were such good friends back then. But you still hate Regina. I've got proof of it. It's Ben. Ben did it. Guaranteed. What are you talking about? Maybe I overdid it again. But if I can hand something over to Acro, maybe it'll... Here's proof that you had it out for Regina all along. The note?
Take that!
God, they're really serious with all of that. Five bars. That is 2 chances. This, where'd you get it? Regina posted it on the bulletin board in the cafeteria. Before that, it was in her pocket. I guess I noticed it was in there around breakfast time. You wrote this, and then you put it in her pocket. That's right, isn't it? That's right. Well done, Mr. Wright. That's framing people. That's bad. You don't do that. My legs were injured by Leon 6 months ago. My younger brother, Bat, had a dare with Regina. A dare? An absurd dare. If I can put my head inside of Leon's mouth like you do, you have to go to the movies with me on a date. Oh my god, that's so stupid. That's insane. Didn't you know how dangerous that is? We all thought he was being stupid too. And he was. But that lion was very old to begin with, and age brought with it countless experience in doing that very trick. Unfortunately, this particular time, I guess Leon wasn't ready or willing. And that's when the accident happened. I just wanted to take her out to the movies. Poor Bat. When Leon chomped down, I jumped toward him. When Leon attacked me, and then Leon attacked me, and that's how I ended up. What about Bat? He's still in a coma. I went to the hospital yesterday to visit him. Nice job. Victory screech. Lulu. I'm still... I think that's how it was. Lulu. I'm still waiting for him to open his eyes again. And that's the reason why I keep going. Bat and Regina. They were such great friends. Oh yeah, I wanted you to take a look at this. This is the scarf my brother was wearing when Leon attacked him. It's covered in blood. The scarf, it was a present from Regina to my brother on the day of the accident. When he did it, he looked like he was smiling. Leon, obviously. When he bit down on Bat's head, the expression on Leon's face looked like a grin. I know, almost said the same thing. What do you think it all means? I'll be taking that scarf if you don't mind. If you don't mind. I've already heard everything, so hand over the scarf. But scarf's evidence in the trial. That's for me to decide. I think we should begin our preparations now, Acro. I've served a summons to Acro to appear in court tomorrow as a witness. Macro will talk more at the prosecutor's office. Macro, witness? Come, Macro, let's go to the office. Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Now what do we do, Nick? How are we gonna handle tomorrow? Don't worry about it. I'll figure something out. Look at you all full of confidence. You must have found something you can use. It's all beginning to come together now. Alright. To be continued. And that means that I am done for the night. Ugh. Clocking out at almost 3.5 hours. Which, that's fine. And then, I'm thinking that, this trial is probably the last trial for episode 3. So chances are, next Wednesday, I think, assuming how the week goes, because this week and next week are they're never good times of the year, so we'll see. But assuming I stream next week, we'll probably finish episode 3. The Turnabout Big Top. So yeah. This Friday, I'm still not sure if I should cancel or not. I don't really want to. But, I don't know. I'll think about it. But if I don't, then more Pokemon Violet. It's just that I am like debating canceling just because of Friday is going to be very busy at work, and then Saturday I have to get up early. So, and that's going to be the worst day. Next Wednesday is New Year's? I thought it was No, next Wednesday is the 28th. Yeah. Saturday is New Year's. Which reminds me, Stardew is not happening until next year because so this Sunday is Christmas and I'm not streaming on Christmas, and then the next Sunday after that is New Year's Day, which means that I have to do my tradition. So I don't know. We'll see if I do that. I could just like start it like for an hour at Saturday night. I think I did that last time. Yeah, Christmas and New Year's are very close together. That's what makes these 2 weeks like bad for workers. It's a bad time. But yeah, Stardew will resume the Sunday after New Year's. Probably. I should let Olivia know that. I already talked about it with Will, but Olivia doesn't know. Alright. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed, and join me next time for more Ace Attorney. We'll see if Friday happens. I think it will. I'll probably, if anything, it'll be shorter. But yeah. Good night.